We're live. Ba-bow.
So this story is about...
We're talking about G. Gordon Liddy.
So G. Gordon Liddy in this episode of Miami Vice was a sergeant in Vietnam. And right when Saigon fell, he held on to 300 kilos of pure heroin. And he took it to the United States in dead bodies. This is what the episode's about. 1986, Miami Vice. They bring it to Miami, and he sat on it for 20 years until the value went all the way up, just like an investment. And then he let it loose, but by that time it had gotten contaminated. It started killing junkies all up and down the East Coast. What a brilliant episode.
Wow.
So they had to go in and dig for G. Gordon Liddy, and this motherfucker shows up, right, for like this board meeting. That's when I had to leave the house. He shows up to this board meeting. He's like, yeah, the heroin was mine, blah, blah, blah. He goes, I guarantee. They called him Sergeant Real Estate. And in the episode, he goes, I guess you guys forget who the hell I am. And he turns around, he goes in his briefcase, and he throws a chain of ears on the table, and he walks out. Oh, that's it. That's the episode. Tremendous.
And this is 80 what?
This is 86, this
86?
episode on Miami. This is way before American Gangster was talking about it. This was already out that they were bringing heroin and dead bodies. And that's how the episode starts. The reporter takes Don Johnson to the morgue, and he opens it up in Vietnam, and he goes, this is your friend. Stick your hand in there. It was just pure heroin.
That was what they did, right?
That's what they were doing towards the end. I don't know, the beginning, but it was really the CIA. They're blaming it all on some black guy from Harlem.
Well, you know, there's a guy named Mr. Nice. I forget what his name is, something Banks, a famous drug dealer. What he said was it wasn't the CIA. What it was is some people in the CIA. He said it's some cowboys in the CIA, and that's what makes the most sense to me. Like this idea that the big organization, the CIA, would be involved in drug smuggling seems like so
from
crazy.
A to Z, Joe Rogan, it's too many heads
There's
turned.
plenty of people. There's plenty of people that did do it. Look, there's plenty of examples. Like there's an example right now, this thing called the Silk Road. You know about the Silk Road? The Silk Road was this underground drug dealing like network that this guy had created. And they were just selling mad money, mad drugs, like underground. And they created this thing, like it's a total. What it is it operates like completely under the wire. And these DEA guys, I think it was DEA, they infiltrated it. And they got into the Silk Road. One of the first things they did, they started stealing money. Now these guys are in jail. They're going to jail right now. They're in court right now, and they're wondering like whether or not this case is even valid because these guys, for sure, had access to this guy's account. And part of what they were trying to try this guy on is his that he was complicit in the drug selling, and there was also some possibility that people were murdered, although there was no body. There's a lot of kinky shit going on with this. And the kinkiest part is that the agents were stealing money.
Bitcoins.
Yes, they were stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars in Bitcoin. So they realized that there was a lot of value in this. Like, that shit has always gone on. I think the reason why you have guys like this that are showing up in the Silk Road case, there's always been cowboys. But I think there's been good guys, too. There's been guys who are in the CIA that really did it for America. I had this guy Michael Baker in, man. I'm pretty good at recognizing bullshit. You know, and he's a longtime CIA operative, and he's a fucking great guy. I mean, he really does seem like he loves America. Like, I don't think he's bullshitting. I think there's a lot of those guys, they get in those positions, and they get a group of them together, just like they did with Rampart, with those fucking bad cops. They get a group of them together and go, look, what happened? Oops, I popped that out. They get together, look, all these guys are making money, right? Fuck them. They're all criminals and scumbags and cunts. Let's just get some of this money, man. Let's just get some of this money. Come on, man. You're never gonna stop these fucking people. This is what we do. We keep throwing a few of them in jail. We do whatever the fuck we gotta do. We're the gang here. We got the law on our side. Let's fucking make some money.
Well,
that's
when I said CIA, I shouldn't have said that. You're absolutely right. There was factions, like a brown bag, like a black bag faction that went in after the Marines would go in and they'd shoot everybody and throw cards, whatever the fuck it was. When you're shipping heroin from wherever the fuck that is considered, all the way to the United States through 3 or 2 different airports, and people have to unload them, and you have, whatever people walking through your plane when they first come in, to inspect them. That's a lot of people you got to grease. It has to be somebody huge.
Yeah.
This isn't me and you getting a boat and going to Colombia and paying some guy with me and Red Band, and we just shoot across with police scanners and try our best, to infiltrate, to bring in that amount of heroin, you have to spend a lot of dough. that's where your costs come in. That's where you set the wholesale and the retail prices. You know, years ago, 20 years ago, they would smuggle it 60 miles in, 70, 45, 50 miles in from the United States around Miami, and they would dump it overboard with weights. And 12 hours later, the boom would explode, and the bales would rise up, and you'd come by, a fisherman would come by and put the bales in. Meanwhile, the DEA was looking for that boat that was speeding across on their radar. But they would throw, you know, that takes expensive equipment to devise, something to throw you, 50 pounds of cocaine 100 feet under the water, and then 12 hours later, everything blows and your coke rises to the top. And now some guy comes and just picks it up. This is brilliant stuff.
That's so crazy.
This is what hey, listen.
That's really what they did?
That was one part of the things they did.
Oh my God.
You know, after a while, to beat the federal government, you got, and it doesn't, listen, man, what the budget is for fighting drugs and what a drug dealer spends a month. I'm talking about a guy that's bringing in 1,000 kilos a month of powder, whether it be heroin or fucking cocaine. That's big powder. Somebody's got to be turning around.
Right.
And they were flooding the market with heroin. And I remember being a little boy in New York and going to visit my godmother or my mother's friends and seeing people everywhere nodding. Early New York to me was a fucking, this shit what's the show now where people are dead walking around Atlanta?
Walking Dead.
Yeah, I saw that growing up. I saw that growing up as a
That's
kid.
Skid Row.
Where they used to have, in Harlem, Spanish Harlem,
Skid
Black
Row.
Harlem.
Skid Row is scarier than all those places.
You know, they had people nodding at the lights. People waiting
Yeah.
across the street, and they'd nod at the fucking lights.
You know what they don't have, though, in New York that they have here in L.A.? See, in New York, all these cities have buildings. There's like these streets have where these people are. It's like these are places where other folks go. Like you got all your homeless people, you got your poor people, but there's cars that go through those areas, and it's it's well traveled. Like New York blends more. LA has these blocks that are just homeless people, and when I mean just homeless people, I'm talking thousands. Like there literally might be 1,000 people
Downtown?
on this block. Oh, dude.
You've seen them?
Oh yeah, you make a wrong turn and you get right in the middle of it.
Where?
Also.
It's a Michael Jackson video.
Yeah.
It really is. It's insane.
Where?
In downtown. There's a spot what they call Skid Row.
It actually says, if you go on Google Map and type Skid Row, Los Angeles, it actually says Skid Row.
And is it like a mile long? I mean, is it a couple blocks long?
I'll show you.
It's a lot. There's a lot of it. There's more than one area. There's like one long street. But we used to work when we did Fear Factor. We used to work in these buildings, and these buildings were a lot of them abandoned textile buildings, or they were renting them out. So where American Apparel actually is made. It's really weird. We were in the American Apparel factory. We had to go through the American Apparel factory to get to the roof. We watched them like make their clothes. They do make them in downtown LA. It's like one of the things they pride themselves in. Jesus fucking Christ, Joey Diaz. But we would go to the top of these. Hang up on it, Jesus Christ! You checking to see who the fuck it is?
No, I'm trying to remember. Sorry.
That's all right. We would go to the top of these buildings, and you could literally, there was areas where you could see them like leaking out into the rest of the streets. And if you drove down there, the street, I'm not bullshitting, you would see hundreds of homeless people just swarming the streets. And there's these areas where they have like, it's crazy, Joey. They have these areas where they have, like, they give them food, or they have, areas where they can get medical assistance, stuff like that. And those areas are particularly dense.
Now, when I shot NYPD Blue, I shot at a downtown location that's a pool hall, kind of, sort of. And they had tons of homeless people. And while I was standing there, I heard people going in talking about how they had day rentals. The government would pay for 15 days, and they'd be out in the street for 15 days.
Look at all
shit
these
like
fucking
that.
people.
But I didn't see that.
Look at all
I
these
didn't see
fucking
like
people.
a Tentville. Like
This seems mild compared to what I saw. When was this? What year is this?
Last year.
Okay, maybe they've cleaned it up a little.
Well, it's also during the day. I've gone through the night.
Oh,
at
yeah, night is
nighttime,
when it gets
and that's
crazy.
scary as fuck.
No,
Jamie,
but
but hold on, go
listen,
back. Well, I want to see what the statistics were.
There's
Go back
homeless
to the statistics.
people in every city, and it's out of proportion in some cities more than others.
Here, pause on that for a second. Skid Row's an area downtown LA, 2000 census. The population of the district was 17,740. Skid Row's defined as this. Oh my God, what the fuck does that mean? Defined in a decision by Jones versus City of Los Angeles, is the area east of Main Street, south of 3rd Street, and west of Alameda Street. So it's kind of like a block. It's like an area, but that area has 17,000 homeless people. Is that right? That's a goddamn Kevin Hart concert. That's a
With
Kevin,
the fire and everything.
Boom! That's a Kevin Hart sold out Madison Square Garden 3 fucking shows in a row. He's a monster.
Comedy's at an all-time high.
He's the biggest. He's the biggest comedian of all time. Kevin, no one's ever been as big as Kevin Hart. As far as like popularity, no one even close. I can't think of one person. I think there's a couple guys that like got up to that edge, but I think he's taken it to a totally different stratosphere. Like Dane got pretty far. He got on that edge. Louis on that edge. But Kevin Hart is like routinely doing these crazy arena shows. He's doing 40,000 plus people, or he's sold 40,000 plus tickets already for a show in Philly where he's filming his special. Dude, it's just total next level positive energy shit. And if you go to that kid's Instagram page, his Instagram is all about like positive, like energy, like going to work. I'm doing what I love to do. I'm working. Shows him in the gym, putting work in.
He does 5Ks with people in neighborhoods and shit. Did you see that they were chasing him last week in Boston? He flew into the 5 fucking K.
He's a bad motherfucker.
He's got a reality show. You know, he's got a cartoon. He never stops.
He's got his own line of underwear. Do whatever the fuck he wants. He's an animal.
It would suck
Just keeps
being
going.
in those concerts though, and being like the back. That cannot be enjoyable.
They
Hearing
have
like
huge screens, and the way they acoustically set up these things, it used to be a problem. Like I told you that I used to work at Great Woods. This is kind of a funny story because it was during a Bill Cosby show that there was an issue. Bill Cosby and there was a Rodney Dangerfield show, the same issue, and the issue was. The way Great Woods is set up, it's an amphitheater. So you're indoors in part of it, and part of it is outdoors. And the back of it leads out to this like lawn area, or at least it did when I worked there. And so you could hear if you were under the canopy. There was like an acoustic canopy above all the seats in the front, but then the back there was no seats. So it's like you had monsters behind you. So you're trying to watch a show. Like there was one big fight. I want to say it was Judas Priest? Was it Judas Priest? No, Jethro Tull. It was Jethro Tull. There was a Jethro Tull concert, and there was a fucking mad riot because people started lighting fires up in the hood, up in the grass area. They were just lighting fires, and there was not enough of us to sort of like control it all because it was getting really fucking crazy. So I put my security jacket, I put a hoodie on over my security jacket, zipped it up, threw the hoodie over my head, and said, "Fuck this job," and I just quit. I was like, "You can't pay me $9 an hour to get killed because this is fucking madness." I saw fist fights. My friend Larry, who's like one of the nicest guys in the world, punched some guy. And I was like, oh, I'm fucking that. If Larry's hitting people, Larry's like the sweetest of sweethearts. And I'm like, if this guy's hitting people, I am gone. This is a madness in the air. I got to get the fuck out of here.
I got pissed off at the Jethro Tull concert too because he breaks out the flute. You get fucking... Once he breaks out the flute, you're like, what the fuck is this? The people from the East Coast, we don't like flutes, dog. We don't like flutes.
My point was in the back area, the grass area, you couldn't hear the words. You didn't understand what the fuck it was. It was all echoes.
Yeah.
It was all blah, 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 blah. Like people were pissed. They go, I don't know what the fuck he's saying. And Rodney was killing too. And so was Cosby. Cosby was killing too.
Jamie and I were talking about Red Rocks. If you've been to Red Rocks, you get so impressed with the sound. You're like, geez. And I went like in 80-something, and then I went like in 90-something, and it was like being indoors.
That's amazing.
And Fiddler's Green, which is a little smaller, I think, on the other side of Denver, they had an issue there. But now, even the Hollywood Bowl.
Jesus, look at Red Rocks.
It's just in the middle of
How
a
many
rock.
people are there?
What's the populace? Not too many, I don't think.
That's insane.
Look how beautiful
Did you do stand-up there? Did you ever do stand-up there? They do it. They do it there.
Yeah, somebody did.
Brody.
Chuck Roy was doing a set there.
Yeah.
He was doing like a movie night where he would like host and do some comedy. Yeah, Brody did.
Look how beautiful.
Brody didn't get paid for that one. That was one that Brody didn't get paid for. They fucked him out.
He went on
you know
Twitter.
the whole story? He should have fucking went on Twitter. Did he get his money?
I think so.
Well, we were retweeting it.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry, I
That's
finally
crazy.
got my money for concert number 3 or whatever.
Listen, what they did was crazy. What they did was crazy. He had 2 shows. One was in a small theater and one was in this big theater. He's doing the show in the small theater and they go, would you like to do a show in the big theater? So he goes, yeah, sure. Thinking he's going to get paid. They ask him, do you want to work? They put his name on the bill. Like he tweeted pictures of the lineup. They had his name in the lineup. It wasn't like a guest set or anything like that. Right. It was a guy they had scheduled on the show. And nobody wants to go up first. You don't want to go up first in front of fucking 15,000 people. You want to get the crowd warmed up first. Brody had to go up there and do the hardest spot of the night. The second hardest spot of the night. The hardest spot of the night is like following someone who crushes. Like if you're going on after Diaz, that's the hardest part of the night. But the second hardest part of the night is the first guy. The first guy, this first couple minutes is kind of like a throwaway. And you got to kind of get everybody loose, get everybody feeling good, and then boom, hit them. And the material has got to have very few bumps in it because you're trying to hypnotize these fuckers. So like the early material has got to be like real smooth. The more herky jerky the earlier stuff is, less likely to trust you, you motherfucker. You can't even get me in a goddamn trance. You're slipping up your words, you know? But if you go out there just smooth style and just walk right into it and really know what the fuck you're doing to get things started, you know, you forget about that. I forget about that. I opened for Callan when he was doing his DVD, and I just opened. It was the first time I had done that in forever. I was like, ooh, this is interesting. This is like a different, you kind of got to get everybody, you feel it. You feel like they're not quite there yet. You got to kind of like massage and then you start to fucking crank it up and make them keep up, you know. But it's definitely a different thing.
You got to slow them down, suck them in, and then the other night I did the storyteller show, and you know everybody talks about suicide. I had a kid that grew up with Steve Mancini, and one day he just said, "Fuck it." He went to Carvel. He walked the Suicide Bridge. He ate his sundae. He took his glasses off. He put them down. And he jumped. And that was it. No, didn't leave a note, nothing. He was always a little fucking crazy. Every time you saw him, he was quoting albums and shit. Like it's rolling thunder, fire, and rain. So you know he was disturbed somewhere along the line. But nobody gave a fuck. Like even today when I go home and I go, what happened to Steve Manchin? Fuck him. He jumped. He committed suicide. Times have changed. People give a fuck now when you kill yourself. Oh, he was a hurting soul. 20 years ago, you kill yourself. Fuck that motherfucker. He's in limbo.
Isn't that funny? Because it was more like back then, like, fucking, you're an idiot. You know?
Yeah,
like
back then, like, that's it. You were forgotten. You didn't. They had no mass for you, right? When you ice yourself, you can't get masked.
That's true if you're religious, right?
Yeah, you can't get masked up. When you die, they bury you. You don't go to hell or heaven. You go to, like, limbo. You're floating around with other people carrying a rope.
We never heard about, like, mental illness when I was a kid.
No.
You heard about, like, completely crazy people that were locked in an asylum. But the idea of, like, your aunt taking pills because she's bipolar, like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Because it was accepted and everyone did it. You know, it's like, oh, yeah, we used to take Valium and what's that?
I think it's the opposite. I think you just got used to people being fucking crazy. You know, you didn't feel like you had to medicate them. You know, I think people were way more crazy in the 60s and 70s.
I had dude Johnny Reed that tried to kill himself, but he jumped off a building. He landed in a dumpster.
Oh my
right? And
God.
he lived.
Oh my God. How bad was he broken?
Fucked up, right? Fucked up. And he threw punches. He threw punches into the air.
No.
Johnny Reed was a trip. He was an Irish. And he got a check from the government, and he gave it to the bartender on the first. That's what people thought, but he lived. Like he banged his head on the dumpster.
Oh my God!
And he fucking over the dog. He lived, and he give his check from the government on the first to the bartender, and he torment the bartender till that check was done. Then they throw him out to the first, and they would last till about the 18th or 19th. When I was a kid, I used to torment Johnny Reed. He'd go into the, you know, on the East Coast, you lock the bathrooms from the
What the fuck you say?
You lock the bathrooms from the outside on the East Coast. When you leave a bar at night when they close up,
right?
They lock the bathroom and then they put like a lock bolt. So if you break in, they can't. He would go in the bathroom, Johnny Reed, like 11 o'clock in the morning to pee, and we'd lock him in there. We'd leave him in there till like 6 o'clock at night. We'd come back to have a drink. We'd open the bathroom, and he'd come out like nothing. I swear to God, like nothing happened. He was hilarious. I mean, one day I put my dick on a chair next to him. He was sitting on a bar stool. My friend's like, put your dick on a chair. See what happens. And he's like, wow. And he just got up. Dog, Johnny Reed lived to like maybe 12 years ago. We used to give him bumps of coke and get him riled up at the bar, and he'd just leave. Fuck you, motherfuckers. I'll fight all of you. And he'd just fucking leave. Hilarious. Anyway.
Did you ever have a girl you dated kill herself?
No. They should have. After I put that fucking helmet, ratted chlamydia fucking dick in you, you should kill yourself. You should kill yourself the first time, and when you get to your destination.
Kill yourself once you get up to heaven. No, I'm not forgiving me.
Fuck no.
Are all your ex-girls still alive? Both of you?
Well, I was going to bring that up. It was like one girl that I knew. She didn't kill herself. Well, she kind of did, but it was with drugs. But she wasn't ever a girlfriend. She was a girl I knew when I was young. Then I hung out with her again when we were like adults, but not much. You know, we'd talk on the phone every now and then. She was fucked up. She was some form of opiates. You know, I don't know the whole story, but she was a sweet girl. It was a real bummer. It was really depressing when you hear about shit like that. It's like, ooh, that's so depressing. You know, it's so depressing when someone just can't keep a hold on it or just gets caught up in a spell and then their life just slips away. I know more than I like. I know quite a few people. I have a real problem with those goddamn pills, especially those pills. They're so fucking available, Joey. They're so available. They give you, you hurt, you got a boo-boo. You got a boo-boo here, man. Become a fucking angel. Take this. Go off in a la-la land. Melt into your pillow and float away in a cloud of love. Go ahead. And you're going to have to get off that if you want your life. And you give these people these pills and you tell them, hey, man, you got a few weeks off of work. You know, you hurt your back. You had to get surgery. And you'll start popping these fuckers watching TV. And next thing you know, do. That's your life. Your life is that. I'm fucking Schaub. You know, Schaub is a goddamn super athlete. Brendan Schaub is this big, giant gorilla, UFC fighter, pretty straight-edge dude, pretty clean-cut dude. 4 months in, he's taking these fucking pills, and his friends have to tell him, like, dude, you gotta stop. His friends had to take his pills from him. They fucking get you, dude.
Yeah, I know a girl that's going through it. She buys Vicodin. And I was talking
From
to
dealers?
her. Yeah, she gets Vicodin in any downer. And then it's weird because then she can't sleep at night, so it's her all pilled up just talking like online and like on Periscope and shit, and you're just like, what the fuck? It's weird watching strangers on Periscope also, just, you know, late night.
How long before somebody kills himself on Periscope?
I think it's already probably happened, right?
Probably, right?
You know, it's crazy. I had a girlfriend in the 8th grade I really dug. I met her. She was a cheerleader. Pretty cute. This is fucked up. And Irish chick, just red hair. I just dug her. You know, we'd hold hands and eat a slice of pizza after the basketball game. We went to movies. We maybe swap spit. And one day we were talking about dry humping or whatever the fuck we're going to do. We went back to her house. I'll never forget this. I was dating her like maybe 2 or 3 months. Just on the weekends, I'd walk down to Union City. And one day I asked, I said, what time do your parents get home? She goes, well, my dad gets home at 5. And my mom is dead. And I was like 12 or 13, Joe. My head almost exploded. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, my mom died at childbirth. You know, and I was like, I couldn't even make out with her after that. I couldn't do anything. I was just, I just remember going home and going, I can't see this girl no more. I mean, what the fuck?
How come you couldn't see her?
That thought had never entered my mind.
So it was just too sad for you?
It was too mind-boggling, like not having a mom. So I called her up one day and I stopped dating her and I started dating this other Irish chick and I never thought about her again. You know, I know she was mad, and then my mother died. And I was like, that's the first person I thought of was this poor girl. Wow. Like I knew what she fucking felt like now. I could never imagine that pain. When I was dating her, when she told me that, I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Whose mom dies? Wow. Whose fucking mom dies? That's the worst thing I've had. I think one of my girlfriends died. One of the girls I dated early on died about 2 years ago. I'm still friends with her brother. We didn't really date. We messed around a little bit. She was fucking crazy. And she ended up dying from pills and booze. Nobody really knew.
Joe, we started off with guns, and then we went to death.
No, he asked me one of my
guns was before the
He's
podcast.
the one that asked me if one of my girlfriends killed himself.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking about it.
It's, it's weird when people that you really care about aren't there anymore. It's a weird thing because they just vanish. They just don't exist anymore. And it's a sadness that is just so, it's so forever. I mean, my friend Johnny is, who was my best friend for a long time. He's a great guy. I fucking loved that dude. I couldn't wait to see him every time I go to the East Coast. We'd hang out. Flew him up here. And when I flew him up here, he was detoxing. Same thing, pills. He's into oxys, and he was into heroin, like strong shit. He liked strong opiates towards the end. And it took a few days for him to get off of it, and then And then we could go around and hang out. We was just at my house, just sweating for like 4 or 5 days. And when he died, man, I remember thinking, like, I can't believe I'll never talk to that dude again. I can't believe, like, he was like, there's one of the things about Johnny is like he had this like real clear view of what the fuck is going on. Like his life might have been chaotic as far as drugs, but he knew exactly what everybody was up to. He just knew. He just was a very smart dude. Very good at reading people. And you could see, like, he's like looking around shit. When I met you, that was the first thing that I noticed. When I met you, it's like there was all these people that were scared of you. It was so weird. There was all these people that were like nervous around you. You know, they thought like Joey Diaz is a bad guy. Like this was like late 90s or whatever it was when we first met. And I was like, you're out of your fucking mind. I'm like, this guy's great. You seem to me to be a lot like him. And you're the only two, you and him are the only two like real original humans I've ever met. Where I don't know anybody else like you. And I didn't know anybody else like him. Just completely original characters. It was one of the first things that I really liked about you. Because we met like, what was it, like 95 or some shit? Like when
97.
was it? Was it 97?
At the store.
I was still on News Radio.
News Radio.
So it was only, so that would have spent 2 years into News Radio. And having those kind of friends, whose phone is that? Yours, Joey? How dare you?
It's you know.
Friends like that are so important in your life. Friends
you
who
need people to clear you up from time to time. That's why I call home every morning. I got 4 or 5 different guys that whenever I talk to, I talk to them and everything gets nice and smoothed out.
Yeah.
Every morning.
For them too.
One or the other.
Yeah.
And right now it's really weird because now I have 2 friends I haven't spoken to in 20 years. When I went on the Lamb to Sarasota, that kid hit me up on an email and he goes, I need to talk to you. And him and I, when I went back to New Jersey, he was one of those kids, he was in Sarasota. You know what there is to do in Sarasota in 1982? Nothing. So when I went down there, he was all excited. He's got a partner, you know? The thing about him is he was shooting fucking Deca in his biceps. I mean, seriously, he was shooting them in his shoulder caps and his traps. He was gone.
Christ.
He was gone. You know what I'm saying? He was just a balloon. And he was eating, what's the German, 5 milligram, the shit that just puts, not testosterone, not Decatherablin, but he was eating that gorilla shit. We're guaranteed to gain, not Deca, but D-ball.
D-ball.
No, what's Dianabol?
Anadrol.
Diana
50.
Ball. This is 1982, people, so the names have changed.
Stuff.
Yeah, if you want to look like a fuck. So everything on him he was popping those Diana balls.
Right.
Like he was supposed to eat 3 a day. He was eating like 8 a day. Like he was eating a double prescription bottle and then blasting off the fucking shit in his forearm. I mean, he was huge. I loved him, though. I got him. So when I left, he always got mad at me. He called me, man. He hit me up on an email on my website. Really? I called him back. I go, what's up, dog? It took me a couple of days. I'm like, I don't want to hear this shit. And he goes, hey, man, my dad died. And he goes, I got to tell you something. I think about you every day because I can't imagine how you were handling this shit at 16. Then my other buddy died. His mom died about a month ago. I sent flowers. And he keeps calling me every morning going, dog, I don't know how the fuck you did it at 16. I got the most respect for you in the world. It's like now I'm paying them back.
Wow.
For them taking care of me when I was young. It turned around. I miss my dead buddies, bro. I'd miss Rago, like that crazy dude, the bodybuilder that was fucking, we would take him to bars and we'd say, Rago, get on top of the fucking stage and pose. Who goes to a bar? Like, he didn't give a fuck. And I'd take him to the UFC bar and go, get up there.
But this is the guy that you told me that was doing a line while his mother shot steroids.
No, that's Danny B. That's a different guy.
He's doing a line in front of his mother while he was on the phone, or his mother shot steroids in his ass.
While he was doing a line and he's talking on the phone at the same time. This is brilliant.
Come on, tell me that wouldn't be like one of the most hilarious scenes in a movie ever.
That's we talk about it. He comes to my shows, Danny B. He still comes to my shows.
He's still alive?
Calls into the podcast.
How did that guy make it?
He just put a picture of him on Twitter dressed in fucking full army regalia with like fucking 5 generals behind him 19 years old. He was a soldier of the year in the army, dog.
Whoa.
That's why he was doing this, and this at the same time, because he could do that. That's how crazy. That's like he was the soldier of the year. They were doing exercises in fucking Beirut, and 4 guys were in a raft, and the raft tipped over, and he saved all 4 of them. So they made him the soldier of the fucking year. He went to the White House. 2 years later, they discharged him, and he was selling blow on the fucking street. How fucking crazy is that? They dishonorably discharged him for running a gambling operation in the fucking North Carolina, wherever they were stationed. But this
Let me ask you this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. This other kid that I showed you, the crazy one that he won like Mr. New Jersey, Darren. I miss him every morning.
Hey, he was the guy that died young from steroids.
He died from everything. He had hepatitis C.
Oh Jesus! From sharing needles?
Well, he was already shooting in high school.
Really?
By March of '82. He was already coming to my house going, I gotta talk to you, dog. I gotta talk to you, man. Like, that's the first person who ever sat me down. And he's like, listen, let me tell you what. And he was coked up. We were both doing coke. And it was like a secret inside his heart. He's like, I gotta tell you something, man. And he took off his shirt and he started doing push-ups. Like, when somebody just starts doing 50 push-ups in front of him, like, what the fuck's going on? And he got up and started flexing. I'm like, what are you doing? And he goes, I go to this person's house and they were gay. In '82, these 2 guys were gay, but he grew up with them, and he remained friends with them, and he didn't care they were gay. Nobody knew. So they were sharing vitamin B shots, and they were sharing Deca.
No good ever comes out of we were sharing a needle.
Right.
But
even
nobody
if it is
knew.
vitamin B.
We saved 29 cents.
Nobody fucking knew. That's like, listen, man. When you're that level of a guy in that type of gym situation, think about it. You and I have never been that guy. But there are guys that, how people smoke a joint? In Rocky the other day, I'm watching the beginning of Rocky. He goes to the corner. There's 18 guys sharing a wine bottle. And he takes the wine bottle and he takes a sip of it. I'm thinking to myself, that's fucking the flu. But in those days, you had to do that to be part of a guy. You're in a gym. You're all yoked up. You're 5'10". You're 240 pounds. Red Band shoots Deca. Red Band, give me the fucking thing.
You just take it from him and stick it in you.
It's not my game, but I could see it.
I get it, yeah.
I could see it. That's the bond. Me and you are on the street. We're thieves. We're living in Skid Row. We're thieves, you and me. Everything we fucking take, we split down the middle. What do you think's going to happen after a year?
Sex.
That too. That
You're
too.
going to use me as a
Remember those
flashlight?
fucking Clint Eastwood movies with the Indians? They would cut their hands. They'd cut their hands. They'd put the blood together.
Blood Brothers.
This is it, bro. I could see 2 guys shooting a needle. Me and you were not in that world, and Red Band were like, ew. But to some guy, look at my bicep, dude. What's that guy that said, my favorite impersonation you do? The guy in Boston he'd give you night time with the jab. Remember the guy in Boston and Southie? This guy,
Joe Lake?
I hit you with my left. I hit you with my left. This night time. Whatever.
I knew a dude in high school that was doing steroids.
Yeah.
He was enormous. He was so much bigger than everybody else. It was crazy. He came from another school when we were like, I guess I was like a freshman, and he came in as a sophomore. He was like a year older than me. And he was giant with these crazy stretch marks. We're talking about a 16-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid, massive stretch marks all over his chest with these watermelon tits. He just had watermelon tits, a giant fucking neck, giant arms. I mean, literally, the guy would walk, his arms like, guys fake that. This is really how he stood. I mean, it was massively muscular. And he went to a party one night in college. There was these college kids, and some college kids mouthed off to him. He knocked out 3 college kids. He was like a bull. He would just charge at people and punch them. He was so juiced up. He was always angry. Like everywhere if you like looked at him, like you wanted to be like real nice to him. It was like being around a crazy, like a frothing at the mouth gorilla. Then I saw him years later. Like not that many years. Like I was like 21. So he was probably like 22 and he weighed 160 pounds. I was like, what the fuck happened?
What happens?
Just got off the stuff. He just got off of it and his body became like a normal sized body.
So do you lose all your fluid or you lose your muscle also?
Well, he was never, he's a weird guy. Like he didn't have big hands. He wasn't like some Ernie Shavers dude, or like a you know, just a big, like you're a big fucking thick guy. He had smaller hands. It was all steroids. He just taken this thing and changed like the amount of muscle that his body would carry around. It was just way more. It was real weird. I didn't know what the fuck he was doing until after I was out of high school. Like I had no idea what was going on. I just thought he was just a big, strong guy. Like I wasn't in weightlifting. I didn't play football. And in Taekwondo, we didn't do any weightlifting. Like no, we did like some calisthenics, but there was no weightlifting at all. So I had no idea like what the fuck was going on with this dude's body. But seeing him when I was 21 and seeing him like just like this deflated person, I was like, this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. But back then, no one knew what the fuck it was. We're talking about like 1988. It was when I was 21. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't understand how he got smaller. Like it didn't make any sense to me. Like I didn't know anybody that was a bodybuilder or anything. So it was just weird. It was just weird to see him small. And then as I got older and started talking to people, like especially when I was working at a Gold's Gym or Nautilus Plus. That's what it was. Nautilus Plus in Revere. And I knew this dude in there who was he was a bodybuilder, and he kind of schooled me on some of it. I go, because he was huge, and I go, do you take steroids? And he goes, dude, fucking look at me. What do you think? Of course I fucking take steroids. He was the first guy I ever met that was like super open about it. He had these like, he would wear like those Daisy Duke shorts. Back then bodybuilders would wear those Daisy Duke shorts. And this kid had these fucking giant tanned legs. They were enormous. He was fucking huge.
I hope that look comes back.
Male Daisy Dukes. It's not even coming back for girls. It's over.
Do you think there is certain clothes like that will never come back? Like
bell bottoms.
Bell bottoms. I could see bell bottoms.
They tried, but people realized it's stupid looking.
I rocked them.
Yeah, you know what? It worked back when people had long collars. See, that's the difference. If you want to have those long collars that they had in the 60s, you know, like those crazy jackets that you see like Jefferson Starship in. Those, and then you had platforms. People were wearing platform shoes. Remember those?
Yeah.
So like those all worked with the bell bottom.
Right.
But you get to like flip flops and bell bottoms. Flip flops are it gets annoying. You're stepping on your bell bottoms. They're goofy. They get in the way. You need stilts.
You know what's really sad about juicing? That people that juice for what do you call it, aesthetics?
Mm-hmm.
Not because they're athletic, but
Yeah,
aesthetics.
for the look.
It always ends up very bad. Because, and I was around it and I grew up around it, it becomes, instead of snorting coke or drinking, they go to steroids like that. Like the other day the wrestler was on. And there's one scene of the wrestler, yeah, and he goes to cop. Did you see what he copped?
I didn't see that movie.
Okay, there's a part when he cops at the gym. You know, he's copping fucking shit that they gave Nazis. Like, you know, Deca, D-ball, this, that. And you could tell it's like $2,000. And the guy goes, what do you got right now? And he goes, 500. He goes, yo, you give me the rest of it. It was a bag.
Right.
If you know that world, you know that for him, that's a 6-week supply. That's a year supply. Then when he has his heart attack in the movie, the doctor tells him, he goes, bro, what the fuck you putting in your body? He goes, are you fucking kidding me? It's a slow death because it becomes an addiction. I saw it go from once every 6 weeks to 4 cycles a year to fuck it, I ain't getting off it, to fuck it, I'm going to super stack. They call it stacking. And next thing you know, you're taking fucking 4 things. And you're not competing. You're just going to a bar on Friday nights. I never got that in my head. I never got that. And it always ends bad. You see those guys a year later, they have a heart attack. They get deflated, something happens, and they go to prison, and then they can't do it, and they come out, and you ask them with the tattoos all fucked up now. It always ends bad.
Yeah, I knew a guy who died.
Yes, it always, and people, you know, I watched that documentary, and we contacted each other about talking, the steroid one that doesn't harm you. And I believe
bigger, stronger, faster.
Yeah, I believe that. But I also believe that I saw, you know, you look at these guys down the Jersey Shore. Right? You look at these guys in the Jersey, they all got that little bicep. Wait till they got time to go to the gym. They do 6 curls. They do a fucking anavar. They go suntan. They rub number fucking SPF number 2, and that's the result you get. And they do sit-ups. That's exactly what they do. And they do diamond push-ups. And they blow up for the summer, and then they like it. Bro, I'm telling you, I was part of that crew. My friends, I remember the chatter driving back from the shore on Sundays, how they couldn't wait to get home because it was their second rest day. And today was going to be the biggest day. I'm thinking of going home, taking a shower, and going out because I'm huge. I'm huge today. It's Sunday. It's my second off day. The
Because
Anavar
he
settles
keeps getting
in.
bigger and
yeah,
bigger
on
because
your second
recovering.
off day, Sunday, you're the biggest. So these guys on the way home, it's my off day. I'm going to get some pussy tonight. My veins, look at my bicep from just driving. Fucking hilarious. It becomes something else, man.
You know what I think it's like? I think it's like alcohol. Like you could drink alcohol. You could just have a beer a night. You could have a couple of glasses of wine with dinner. Or you could be that motherfucker that just gets hammered all day, every day. And we all know that person. We all have met a bunch of those people. Some people just get addicted to shit.
Day drinkers.
Oh, man. There's a lot of those out there. Especially in the entertainment business. You know, we can do whatever the fuck you want. And nobody can tell you what to do. Nobody tells you what to do. That's why you're on Periscope all day.
It's also people that I think that do cocaine, right? That have an addiction to cocaine drink all day because they can even their self out.
Supposedly, some people that do, you know, I've never done it, but the people that have done like a lot of it will tell you that they always want to have something to calm them down afterwards, take the edge off of it.
I didn't snort in the daytime. I wasn't a fucking vampire. I snorted at night. It would fuck my whole day up if I even did a line. Sometimes, see, I wanted to have the Coke ready at 8 o'clock. But sometimes I got a Gavone. I'd have the $60 early in the daytime, and I'd shoot over and
What's
get
a
it back in.
Gavone?
A fucking slob. I'd go over there and take the 60, and then I have to hide it in my jacket, and I have to sit there for 4 hours with this Coke in my jacket calling me in the afternoon. So I would do a little bump and then get paranoid and jerk off, and then it would fuck up my timing at night. It would fuck up my whole day. So I wouldn't do it in the daytime. I was always a nighttime guy.
So if you did coke during the day, it would fuck up your set?
Everything. It fucked up everything. The rest of my day, my timing, because my soul wasn't intact with my central nervous system. They were apart now. It's a part. When you do blow and you go on stage, that's why I never understood that concept. It always made me laugh when people go, oh, you're funny because you do coke and go on stage. Okay, you fucking dummy. I would freeze up. I'd freeze up. I can't talk to people when I did blow. That's why I went in my fucking room and hid and fucking turned the phone off. You think I did that because I couldn't talk to people? So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Isn't coke make you talk though? It doesn't. That doesn't.
When it started. When it started, you're chatty Cathy. You want to talk to everybody and shit. Yeah. But let me tell you something. I started doing coke like in the 80s. And I got on stage in 91 for the first time. And in 92, I got on stage with the guys from Denver. I did a St. Patty's show. And right there was the first time I discovered cocaine in the stage. At the Boulder Broker. I did 2 bumps and tried to go on stage and be cute. That shit didn't work. I thought Richard Pryor did it. I thought that's what Richard Pryor did. He did coke and went on stage. So I tried it. That didn't work. That was a kaputz.
Is anybody known to do coke and go on stage?
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
I think a lot of people do coke and
Really?
go on stage.
And in Miami, I would do the first 2 shows sober. But the third show, it takes a bull. I had that coke in my pocket for 4 hours. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
So you would do it before the third show?
Yeah, because I didn't
And
care.
how would it work? Because
Terrible. I didn't care. How do I give a
didn't
fuck?
care.
They knew I was coked up.
Wow.
So they knew. The people who were coked up knew, and they loved it. Oh, look at him. And I thought it was cute, too. So I went back to my room and got fucked up. But no, it never clicked to me. I
Does
could
anybody-
get stoned as a motherfucker and go on stage. Red Band, you missed Friday night.
I know. I heard about this.
You heard Friday
Yeah.
night how I fucking almost had a nervous breakdown
Did he
at the
tell you
Comedy
this?
Store.
Did he tell
Yeah,
you?
I mean,
he
I
told
was
me.
and I almost had a nerve. Remember when you and your wife were asking me questions and I was fidgety? I was having a nervous breakdown right there, too. You think I'm fucking with you guys, Doug? I don't know what happened to me Friday night. I bombed so hard last week. You know, sometimes you get in a transition period and you got all these bits that aren't ready and you bring them up and it's like you got 3 of them. So you bomb for 2 weeks, but all of a sudden one night they all come together. Now you become a force. Now it's a different game. I was in that process. For like 2 weeks I was in limbo. I had good sets in Boston, but anything I tried out of the ordinary in Boston wasn't clicking for me. So I just stuck to the fucking original. And then I came back to the Comedy Store. I ate shit somewhere on Monday night. I went to the Comedy Store Thursday, opened up with that suicide joke. That didn't take me very far. And then the second time up, I told the story about my friend who tried to commit suicide. She failed, and she went up to the Comedy Store, and she bought a gram of Coke from Chewy. And as we were doing it, I said, you know, how did you get out of the crazy house? Didn't you try to kill yourself? 3 days ago, and there was a big gram. It was one big line. She did the whole thing. She looked at me and she goes, I ain't crazy. They let me out. That was it. I told that story, and that one got some laughs. And then I went in the main room, and I just died. I had to follow Dalia. I just died. I just died a slow death. I was trying new stuff. I wasn't going nowhere. I wanted to talk about Trump, and I just died. So Friday, I went to the store, and I swear to God, guys, I didn't eat nothing all day. I had smoked some pot. I worked out. I went to the Y. I did chest and the other thing. I smoked dope. Before I left the house, there was a little brownie, a 70-milligram brownie. I had like maybe 13 carbs left for the day. I was fucking starving. This little brownie is right there. It was a half a pack of an Anarchy edible. They give you 2 brownies.
Oh.
Each brownie is 70 milligrams.
That's so crazy. That's so scary.
I rub my balls with 70 milligrams. You understand me? 70 milligrams for Uncle Joey is like an appetizer. It's like an aperitif. It's not even a fucking
But explain
appetizer.
to the rest of the world, 70 milligrams will put you into a fucking hole.
Do you know I gave Lee
Right?
500 last night? He puked.
500?
We split a
Jesus
We
Christ.
split
Did you say 500 milligrams?
We
Oh, my
split
God.
1,000 milligram edible.
Did you hear
A
the Alice in
Corova.
Chains song, Down in a Hole?
Oh my God! Listen to me, Doug. We split it at 3:00 in the afternoon.
Oh, my God. What are you trying to prove?
By 7:00, I was so fucked up. By 8:00, and you know what? Usually when you eat, you tame that animal.
Yeah.
Fuck no. This turned on me. This edible turned on me, dog, like a savage. He beat me into submissions. At one point, I had the cheese doodles that belongs to the baby Pirate's booty.
Yeah.
They were on the floor. They were just coming out of my face. I was just stuffing them. I was just stuffing Pirate's booty in my face and a pear. And there was a bunch of fruit in Pirate's booty. I couldn't stop. I kept eating peaches and Pirate's booty, pears and Pirate's booty, cantaloupe and Pirate's booty. I must have ate the whole. Even my wife was like, because I had my back turned to them so they couldn't see me. My wife's like, what the fuck are you doing in here? I go, listen, I got to go to bed. She goes, go to bed already. I went to bed at 8:45. I slept till 4. I got up. I didn't know where I was. I just lay there for 30 minutes like Mad Max. I just laid there all confused.
So you woke up at 4 in the morning, you didn't know where you were?
Solo at 4:30. I woke up with a ton of energy. I went in the shower. I washed the car. I went for breakfast. I went and washed the car. My wife had to have a tar stain. So I
Oh,
went
my
to
God.
Oh, my God. I was fucked up. And
That's
I kept
so
calling
funny.
Lee and saying, Lee, if the cops call you, don't answer the phone. He goes, why are the cops on the call? I go, I don't know, but don't answer.
That is so funny.
And you just had it happen to you again, though. You ate too much at the comedy
But
store.
last night, no. Last night I didn't have anxiety. Guys, this is what I'm saying to you. 70 milligrams ain't dick in my world, okay? So I eat the 70 milligrams. I go down Laurel Canyon. I hook the right. I go to the comedy store. I pull up. No drama. I get in. Joe's upstairs. I don't even go upstairs because I know the room is packed. I can't go upstairs. So I'm alone at the comedy store. I go into the original room. It's packed. I walk around a little bit. I go into the VIP patio and I just sit there. Some dude listening to music. Some black dude was smoking a joint. I mind my business. I look straight ahead. I'm thinking about more material I'm going to say, how I bombed. It's just whipping me now, right? And I'm starting to get scared. I'm like, I really don't want to go on stage. Jeff comes over to me and he goes, Joey, go on stage. I walk over. As I walk up the stairs, it's a sold-out room. Megan Mooney?
Morgan Murphy.
Morgan Murphy's up on stage. fucking.
Megan Mooney.
I don't know what her fucking name is.
Megan Mooney, that's her new name.
She had a hat on
That's
and
her
she
new
was
name.
and she was
Hold on, I'm
killing.
texting her right now.
She was fucking killing, right? She's killing Megan Murphy, whatever her fucking name is.
Morgan Murphy.
She brought the dog up. She was freaking me out. And then she's killing on stage. I walk up to the first landing, guys, and it hits me. It's like, oh my God, I'm getting an anxiety attack. On 70 milligrams? Not. This can't be happening to me. This ain't happening. And all of a sudden, I'm standing there, and it's getting worse, guys. It's getting worse. Now, there's one seat open at the whole comedy store, and it's Mitzi's chair. So I sit in there for about a minute. She's got the blue light on. The pressure's on. I got water in my hand. I get back up, and it's getting worse, guys. I turn around. I look down to where the payphone used to be, and now I'm getting the anxiety I get when I'm getting a needle, which means I'm going down. So I got to look for daylight or air. I know this. I got to look for air. But I know if I go down those stairs, if she calls my name and I come back up those stairs, I'm really going to have an anxiety attack. So I go to the corner and I just start looking at the wall and I start breathing through my nose. And some guy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, Joey, how you doing, man? What's going on?" I go, "Nothing." And I keep looking at the wall. He gets the hint to walk away. Then some other guy pops out. And he's like, "Hey, Joey, I'm friends with such and such." He goes, "Do you know where he is?" "I don't give a fuck. Don't you see me staring at a fucking wall? Get the fuck out of here." Jeff comes up to me and I go, "Jeff, hold on 1 second, Jeff. I'm going to faint. I got a really bad anxiety attack. I'm going down here. Tell Paulie to go on stage." And Jeff also wants to ask me questions. He's like, do you know if Paulie is going to go up on stage?" I don't give a fuck. He's the closest person to the fucking stage. She's about to call my name. And all of a sudden he goes, "Well, let me go ask him." "Yeah, fucking go ask him. The fuck? I'm about to fucking faint. And now you're going to do this to me?" So he walks over to Paulie and he starts asking Paulie. And Paulie's like, and now they're getting into like a conversation about it. Instead of Paulie going, "Oh, he's getting an anxiety attack. Let me go up there." I'm watching this go down. I get so angered. I go, "Fuck it, guys. I'm going to go up there."
What did Paulie say?
Who the fuck knows what he said?
What's wrong with him, buddy?
Instead of going, just go. If I call you and go, "Red Band, go up. Red Band, go up. Go up, Red Band. I got anxiety." You go, "Okay, Joey, and I'll worry about you later." "You okay?" "Yeah." Just go. No, these guys are having a conversation, bureaucracy. I got so fucking angered that I go, "Fuck you guys. I'm going to go up." And I went up there, Joe Rogan, and I had to set up my life off of fear. Fear. I think I caught myself at the 14-minute mark, and I was like, "Oh my!" I just yelled.
Did you record it?
No, why would I do something like that? You know I'm a fucking retard. I fucking went up there and destroyed. And never, you never hear me talking like this. It was all on fear. And I remember walking out of there, man. I got in that car, and Paulie goes, "Man, you should have anxiety attacks more often than shit." I was like, man, I was fucking dying.
I like how you have Mitzi's voice when you do the impression of Paul.
Who the fuck knows?
That's the same voice you do when you do Mitzi. Like all the Shores share one Joey Diaz voice.
Joe, have you ever had that where you were like either too stoned or you just didn't feel good and you're about to go on stage and you almost couldn't, you almost don't think you could have done it?
No, I know what you're saying. No, I've never gotten there, but I won't take that kind of edible before I go on stage. I've fucked up and gotten too high before I went on stage, but never so high where I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I can't do that. I'm having an anxiety attack. No. But I've been higher.
I've been higher, and that hasn't happened to me.
Sometimes it just catches you in the right time, especially if you have a rough set. If you had a rough set the night before, if you're working on some new stuff and it doesn't go over right and you can't recover, I mean, we've all been there. If you haven't been there, it's just because you haven't taken enough chances.
I've been there all the time.
Everybody has.
I'm there all the time. I'm in hell all the time. It's just...
But it's like those moments after that are shaky. Like, it's a shaky 1 or 2 days, sometimes. Sometimes it's not. Like, sometimes it makes sense and there's a reason and you can just get right back into it. But sometimes there's like a little shaky period. So the shaky period, that 70 milligrams was enough to whack you. You did 2 70s.
No, I did 170.
170.
Okay. The other 70 was from a couple of nights earlier.
Just that for the fucking general public, 70 will fucking send you down a tornado of despair to the bottom pits of your soul. Just to know. Don't try to do what he's doing. Like, I don't fuck around, man, with anything more than like 30.
Do you think that even matters what it is, though, really? Do you think it's that accurate where 70 is even ballpark 70, or maybe he just got something that had 600 in because it was like the bottom of the barrel?
Well, you certainly can. You know that bit I do about it, about the guys who make that stuff. Yeah.
But has it gotten any better? Like, accuracy?
Sure. Colorado, they have it down to a science. They're doing it in Colorado the way they would make regular cookies. Like, if you buy like some bit, like Nabisco, Chips Ahoy or some shit like that. They do them in like a factory. There's not much difference in the way they're making some of these cookies. They have in like these big machines and they have all these people working there. It's pretty fucking down to a science. They're not just, throwing their own ingredients in and home cooking all this stuff. They're making a lot of money. They had this like one of those news report shows. Forget which one.
60 Minutes.
Was it 60 Minutes? They went to Denver. And they participated. They got high. They got high in a fucking limo with these people, and they went around to all these different places and watched these people make these things. There's a revolution going on in Denver. Like, it's so off the charts there. It's so crazy there. Like, you're watching this thing on television, and it just starts to sink in. Like, they're changing the whole culture around that town. Like, the whole culture is going to slowly chill out. Their violent crime rate is so so low now. Their fucking drunk driving rates are the lowest they've ever had. It's nuts. It's changing everything, and it's only been a year or two. Like, how many years has it been since it's been legal? What's the official?
Maybe 2 years. Man.
2? Has it been 2, Jamie? Find out when the law went through. But in Oregon, they're going to have weed tax free. Oregon's taking it to a totally new level.
Well, Washington I just read a report that Washington had like, I think $70 million their first year of tax revenue. So that seems like a lot of money just to
That's a lot.
throw away.
Well, I agree with you. I think the taxes that the Colorado imposes, which are really high, I think those are great.
Yeah, I agree.
Because it's still better than going drinking. If you go drinking, okay, if we have a few drinks, like if I go and get us a round and all 4 of us went out drinking and I let's get shots in the beer and that's like $100, right? All together. Then you got to tip the guy. Like $200 worth of weed. Jesus Christ. The 4 of us with $200 worth of weed, we'd be fucked for a month.
And we could take home some.
Yeah.
$200.
That's a lot of weed, especially if you're buying edibles. Oh my God. You could almost die on $200 worth of weed edibles. I mean, if you ate them all.
Year.
What's that?
Beginning of last year.
Beginning of last year.
Voted in 2012.
Okay. So 2012?
Voted at the end of 2012 and started at the beginning of 2014.
Well, I see. I see. So there's a delay.
That is one of the, I got to be honest with you, that is one of the funnest 4 days you'll have as a comic is that Denver run.
Oh, Denver's amazing.
Especially if you stay downtown because you eat at Sam's, that motherfucking green chili for breakfast with those 2 eggs and some wheat toast and a bowl of fruit. God damn.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
I thought you were going to talk about the crowds.
No. Oh, no. That's part of it. You got the weed store and then you got the comedy work. I mean, it's like you can't lose for 3 days. They got a gym. You cannot lose. It's a triple fucking header. The little weed store they got, they go out, you go on the recreational side. They have some strong stuff, but
yeah, it's a great spot.
It's a great little weed.
It's one of my favorite places. It's one of the few places I would live besides here.
I'll tell you what, you made me laugh because I thought about something, Red Band. You know what pill, when I was growing up, had a lot of mistakes with them? What pill, like if they made 100 of them, 10 of them would always be duds, Quaaludes.
Really?
10 of them were always duds. So
were they duds because it was corruption?
No, they were duds because the guy who was making them, his floor was lopsided. You know what I'm saying? And when he put them in the oven, who the fuck knows, Joe Rogan? I don't fucking know. He was lopsided. You know, like right now, this table feels like it's a little warped, right? So the chemicals go down to the end. So, like for every 100,
That's the most ridiculous idea of how they make pills ever.
Right?
Like saying
Tables
ice
are
tray.
lopsided. So let's just say the power goes to this side. So you need 10 biscuits and nothing would happen. And people would go, oh my God, I got a dud. That means the next one's going to be good. That was the philosophy around it. But there's a different philosophy to it. What if Cosby gave one of those duds to one of his freaks? Did you see yesterday? He bought Quaaludes,
yeah.
and it was a dud. He's
done.
sitting there stroking his big black dick, waiting on them pills to hit her and shit. And oh my God. That's a great bit. That's it.
What do you think that, like, he could get laid. He can have probably almost any of the girls he wanted to drug anyways, probably. Why do you think he did that?
It's part of his freak. It's part of his freak.
I mean, we could speculate all day long, but obviously he's sick.
Right.
Obviously. But we kind of knew that anyway. Not that he was sick to the extent that he is, but that he's got this, like, creepy arrogance about him. And, you know, we played that clip once, or Wanda Sykes, who's like the sweetest person in the world, was interviewing him. And the way she was talking to him, I guess, like, he didn't like it, so he, like, corrected her. He corrected her, you know, her use of ebonics or what
Like
have
a
you.
drama queen, kind of.
Just not a nice guy. Just not a nice guy, and he was wearing sunglasses. Like, he's just, you know, when you're indoors, you're wearing sunglasses. Like, unless you got glaucoma, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Why do you have sunglasses on? Unless you're black. You get away with it. Floyd Mayweather can wear sunglasses whatever the fuck he wants. As far as I'm concerned, he can wear sunglasses anywhere he wants. But, you know, it's like anybody who does that, like, you know what I mean?
It's just weird because I could see where, like, a normal person would drug it just to get laid. It just seems like, you know, you're Bill fucking Cosby. Like,
He's a creep.
Did he like the girl just being passed out? Like it's dry. He likes dry sex or something.
He might like to be the god. He might like to be totally in control of their life. He might like the idea that that he tricked them, and they now they have to do his bidding while they're completely unconscious. I don't know how unconscious they are. Maybe they're in like a halfway dreamland where he could talk them into doing stuff. You know, like lift your legs up and they'll just do it, and they just don't remember it. They might just be so fucked up. I don't understand.
Can I talk to you, gentlemen? There's 4 of us in this room. We're all men here. How many of you have had an experience? I mean, maybe fucking red band. How many of you have had an experience where you brought a woman to your room and nothing happened? Look me in the eye and tell me the truth, gentlemen.
It happens.
Okay, so if that's let's just, with 4 gentlemen here, let's be honest. So we're at 80%. If you bring a woman to your hotel room, 8 out of 10 times you're gonna fuck her, guys. Tell me the truth. We're just guys sitting here taking a poll.
It depends.
8 out of 10?
It's probably
Red band, you're a nice guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's probably
sometimes you
close.
bring them over to get high and they get naked for you and put dildos in their pussies. I'm talking about, you know,
okay. But
you're a nice guy. Sometimes, you know,
it
whatever.
depends entirely on the individual.
On the
But
intentions.
when you're a guy like Bill Cosby, he's a superstar, multi.
How many of the women are going to go to his room
icon.
without sucking his dick? Let's be honest.
Not a whole lot of them.
All of them are going to go into that room, whether they're married or half of those bitches got a different story also. Okay? He drugged you because you were alone with him in a fucking room. He had plans. I'm not blaming them, but we're here, we're men here. We're men. You know, when you go into a man's hotel room or his trailer, you know, what the fuck? So he had time to put a pill into your thing. He's a dirty motherfucker. Let's get that out of the way because he enjoys that faint woman.
Yeah.
That woman that's half dead and you're
Yeah.
like, that's what he enjoys. That's his freak. Some people steal bodies from cemeteries. Some people want to get jerked off with their feet. That was his freak. I had a friend who was, after a while, he was doing
A lot of
hookers.
friends.
And he said they were jerking him off with his feet because he was scared of the HIV. So he just had him jerk him off with his feet in the car.
With their feet.
With their feet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that either. That's just as worse.
Ugh. Hooker feet. Too.
Oh, hooker, dirty feet, concrete and sperm, that shit don't mix. But let's face it, he took those women to his room. And
Eddie Bravo has a real interesting take on this. He had a real good take on this, and there was another guy that got charged for it. Was it like CeeLo Green guy was giving girls ecstasy or something like that?
Yes. CeeLo Green was getting Molly.
And Eddie was talking about like what it must be like to be like a really famous guy who's really rich, but you're also like maybe not the most attractive guy in the world. You know, so like maybe some of them they want to get to know you, but then when you want them to like be sexually attracted to you, it doesn't happen. And so if you're a creep, you start drugging them, and that's what Eddie was proposing. He was saying like maybe like he just got tired of them saying no, and he thought he was better than them, and just dropped it in. I forget exactly Eddie's words, but I hadn't considered it like that. I hadn't thought about it like that. Like maybe they're not all saying yes. I mean, maybe it is a weird thing with them where it got like really frustrating, and then he just decided to do it. Or is it possible that maybe this was like a much more prevalent and accepted thing in the circles that he was running in like the 1960s? Is it possible that people, like you would talk about people giving people a Mickey, or he did a joke about Spanish fly. Remember that Spanish fly joke? Is it possible that more people were doing this back then and we're just finding out about it now?
I don't know, because I mean, the slipping the Mickey thing was totally. I mean, and the Spanish fly thing was almost common. Like people talked about it almost like on the Tonight Show. I think Bill Cosby talked about it, like hey, you know, and it seemed like it was more accepted. But
Was it they weren't aware? Was it like? But I don't know anybody who got like in the 60s or 70s who got a Mickey slipped into them. It's like, why was that such a common expression?
Charles Bronson never did it. James Coburn never did it. Steve McQueen never did it. Fucking Burt Reynolds never did it. Can you do me a favor, bro? I wanted to show Joe Rogan something. Can you get me the beginning of The Longest Yard? I want to show Joe Rogan how much times have changed.
You know what it is? It's really dark. There's something real dark about it. Like you can imagine, like what's going on? What is his essence? You know, what is his soul? He's doing that.
Was there a movie?
That's his freak.
Was there a movie that made it look sexy back in the day, like a James Bond? Like, oh, I got some Spanish fly. It seems like I remember there was some kind of.
You know what? There was a movie though, Animal House, where he had to decide whether or not to do the right thing or the wrong thing. Remember the lady
devil,
blacked
yes,
out?
with the devil on his shoulders. Yes.
And the angel was saying, hey, she's blacked out. The devil's like, fuck her, suck her tits, fuck her. And he couldn't figure out what to do. Like you probably couldn't even do that movie today.
Yeah.
Wasn't
Should
the
have
devil
raped her or
Belushi?
should not rape her?
But as a joke, you can't. I mean, it's one thing if this was you can obviously have a horrific rape scene if it's like a drama, right? But if it's a comedy and you're joking around about rape, you can't have that. No one will accept that today.
What's the last rape scene that made you uncomfortable? It
Well,
was
there's
one of
always-
those Clint Eastwood movies.
There's always rape scenes that make you uncomfortable, but what I'm saying is that you couldn't have a joke about potentially raping a girl like Animal House. Like you could have a horrible scene in a realistic show, but where the devil's on your shoulder in a comedy going fuck her, like whoa, like that's I don't think you could do that today.
Well, watch this for a second. Jamie, did you find it? It's in there. Opening scene from the original Longest Yard. Watch this. You're going to die. You're going to say they could not do this in a fucking movie. And to top it off, you got Leonard Skinner on.
This is the original Longest
The
Yard.
original Longest Yard, the first scene in the Longest Yard, is so fucking off color that it could not be done today. We just watched it by mistake one day and we're like, oh my God, that's fucking bad.
Really?
I ran in those circles, and I'm going to look you guys in the face. I never heard of people spiking girls. That would not be acceptable where I came from. That would not be fucking acceptable. Don't get me wrong. I've gotten chicks coked up to the gills to suck my dick.
Right.
But they're awake. And
Strong margaritas.
I had an intention. You know what I'm saying?
But they're
They
awake.
felt bad the next day, but they did the blow. You do the devil, you got to drink the cider. You know what I'm saying? If you do the devil, watch
The
this,
cider.
guys. This is just
Crank it.
I think the love has gone out of our relationship.
Bastard. Don't take my Maserati.
I earned it.
This is a terrible movie.
watch this, dog.
I told you not to touch my goddamn car.
You can't do that today. He's like, yeah, shit. This is terrible.
Dude, this is so bad.
This is 1973.
I can't believe how bad it is.
This is drinking in the car.
That's what people did back then.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Chewing gum.
Smiling.
Chewing gum while drinking.
What kind of shitbox is he driving, though?
That's a Maserati in 1973.
That's what a Maserati looked like?
That you just said, don't touch my Maserati.
That's hilarious. Isn't that funny that could be like a cool car? And the cops are now coming after him while he's drinking. He throws it in the back
Fuck
seat.
This is Burt
Oh, look at
Reynolds in the
Oh, my
prime
God.
of his life, guys.
He's outrunning the cops with his Maserati here. This is hilarious. They're in a go-kart race. That car is such a shitbox. Look at it.
My dad had that car.
That's your dad had that car?
I think so. I think he had
Oh,
an
look at
old
these
one.
giant, big, goofy American cars chasing it. These cars handle so bad. Pretty goddamn good chasing, though.
Hold on, it gets better.
I don't think... This is so ridiculous. Well timed.
Bye.
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
God damn. Boom.
Probably should call off the car chase, huh?
Listen, guys, the car chases in those days were so tough. When you see that movie with McQueen and they're chasing them in San Francisco in that Mustang,
Oh.
you fucking that was so much tougher to drive that car.
Oh, yeah.
That shit now, today, it's easy. This is when you had to be a fucking monster.
Yeah, these cars are dog shit. Like, look how skinny his tires are. You see how skinny those tires are? There's, like, no traction on those fucking things.
They didn't
The
fucking
mechanical
know.
grip is nothing.
They didn't
look
know.
at this guy. Oh, my goodness.
This bad motherfucker tearing shit up in this country in 73.
This is before Cannibal Run, right?
Yeah, this is when he was still a fucking savage.
I like how the trunk magically closes.
But watch
again.
this now. Now
He's still listening to the same song. It's a
fuck
long
yeah.
ass song.
He hit rewind and shit on the 8-track. Look at the cigarettes he smokes too. He ain't fucking
They're
around,
brown.
guys. This was him again. This is a different America. This was him against Clint Eastwood, against Charles Bronson, against James Coburn. You had to do this crazy type shit, smack bitches and shit to get attention. Look
Yeah,
at
he's
the
gonna
pants he's
drive
got
his
on.
car off into the ocean.
Fuck yeah.
Because he doesn't want them to catch him. Don't you understand, Brian?
No, but how did he put the gas?
Back then, the Coast cars were dog shit. You could just fucking
Just tell
press
it.
a button and it would go into the water.
Forward button.
Then he goes to the car wash. He goes to the bar, and the cops come in, and he's sitting there fucking hammered. And they're like, step away from the bar. And the little guy goes, why'd you throw her car in the ocean? He goes, because it needed a car wash.
Jamie, put on the chase scene from Bullet. I watched Bullet this year. I was up in Canada, and it was on TV.
And you got to sit there and go,
It was so good.
what the fuck were they thinking?
I watched it from the beginning to the end. It was great.
Which
What
one's
the
Bullet?
fuck were they
Bullet,
thinking?
Steve McQueen, cop movie in San Francisco, and they have a crazy scene with a '68 Mustang where McQueen is chasing this guy. This guy's chasing him in a Dodge Charger. Oh, it's one of the all-time great car scenes. Look at this shit. The guy's got this gigantic Dodge Charger, and he's got this dope '68 Mustang, which for cars back then handled really goddamn good. I mean, that was a lightweight car with a good amount of power. But, you know, they're drum brakes and shitty suspension. And so these guys are driving around the corners in these
sped up.
cars. Is it sped up?
Yeah, it was like a Benny Hill turn.
It is a little sped up, huh?
Look at this poor bat. And this is when you were a stuntman now.
Yeah.
This guy's in the hospital. Fuck Tate.
That guy actually
This guy
had to
got
lay
1,000
down.
stitches and shit. That's when you fucking were a stuntman. They didn't have pads or nothing. You did it with Wranglers on.
How much of Steve McQueen's own driving did he do?
I don't know.
How much in the movie? Because he's obviously doing some of it. He could drive his ass off.
Yeah, he could drive his ass off.
He used
Didn't he
to
do another
race.
movie he played?
Yes.
What was the name of the movie?
Le Mans.
Le Mans. He played
That's
Le
a
Mans.
great movie.
I forgot all about
That's
that
a
one. Until
great
now.
movie. Yeah, and it's another movie that there for like 10 minutes nobody says a word. That's the thing about this chase scene. One of the craziest things about it is how well orchestrated it is, how cool it is. Look at that skinny ass bitch tires.
Joe Rogan, this would not work today. People would
Yeah.
walk out of this movie today.
They have no attention
Not
span
me,
anymore.
not me. But today, the attention span.
For a big time movie, for sure. People are used to these smash cuts, and they're used to MTV style editing. You know, like music videos are like the champions of like quick editing. Like Eddie Bravo again explained that to me. He was talking to me about how they make music videos. If you ever notice, they're constantly switching angles, constantly changing the way it looks. He goes, you don't have a static image for like 60 seconds. You know, like someone standing there. He goes, that's really rare. Most of the time, like especially pop songs, they're constantly trying to move the image around to keep you interested in it. But this movie, like, look, we're watching this guy load shells into his shotgun for like 20 seconds. It's fucking, they set everything up in a different way.
At the beginning of The Mechanic, there's not a word for the first 14 minutes. He just watches the guy and sets him up. Same thing. You're sitting there going, what's going on in here?
They're fucking up that Dodge Charger. Ugh, between this movie and the Dukes of Hazzard, more people fucked up Dodge Chargers. It hurts my soul. I watched the Dukes of Hazzard and watched that fucking car make a jump and watch the frame bend, and then they just drive away. And you know that the car that they jumped with is not the car they're driving with.
Well, they
What year?
they put a kid on it, correct?
Well, you know, they just got a bunch of them, and they just broke a bunch of them, but they did have some fake ones too, like some other cars with like a Charger body shell that they would sacrifice.
Well, Miami Vice, all those cars were just kids.
Yeah. Oh, for those Ferraris and
His
stuff.
Don
Yeah.
Johnson's was a kid. That was the fucking
Testarossa. Was it really? It was a kit? It wasn't a real Testarossa? No kidding. Wow. I've seen a Miata that somebody turned into a Testarossa. No, not a Miata. I'm sorry. Fiero. Remember those Fieros?
Yeah.
Pontiac Fiero.
Pontiac
My sister had
Fieros.
one of those.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend.
The trade-in value on those was ugats. When you brought those
Yeah.
back, they were like 800. People would crack right there like a statue. I paid 8,000.
Oh shit! I forgot about that scene. The guy loses the car and goes right into the gas station and it blows up. Oh, he almost lost.
Remember
his
kit
Mustang.
cars? I almost got a
Yeah.
kit car. That was
They still have them.
Do they?
I was looking in the back of one of those hot rod magazines, and they had this kit car thing. It was like not that much money either for the kit, and you put it together yourself, and you have to. I think you have to put an engine in it. You have to do the whole thing. But some people actually do that. They actually build their own cars.
Yeah. It was for my first car when I was 15. That was one of my options. And it was to get a army kit car where you could build your own army
Right,
Jeep.
the Jeeps, right?
Yeah.
You get the Jeeps for $250
Yeah.
and put it on a different frame or something crazy. Yeah, it was advertised.
It's like back in comic books.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
I think there's a car. I think it's called the Noble. I think it's called, but it's a car. I think it's from England, and they ship it over here. It's this beautiful, crazy-looking sports car. They ship it over here with no engine, and you have to get an engine put in it. It's like so. It's not really. I mean, it's. They don't consider it a car when you buy it, and that's how they could sell it to you because it's not. It's it doesn't have all the. It doesn't pass all the regulations that you need.
You know how to do that? Is Maserati an Italian car?
Yes.
They had it when they were shipping cars over in the 70s. They had to take the engines out and shit, so the mafia couldn't steal the cars.
Really?
Yeah, they also, when they sent Italian shoes over, after a while, they would just send cargoes with right shoes and then cargoes with left shoes because like that they wouldn't get robbed.
That's hilarious.
Fucking hilarious. They would rob the fucking, the fucking docks of the Italian shoes.
Well, the docks have always been known as been like one of the places for organized crime, right? On the waterfront with Marlon Brando. My buddy Joe Lake that we were talking about, he was a Teamster. He was a longshoreman. Right? And, a longshoreman, like that whole world has always been like depicted in movies as being like organized crime headquarters. They meet down by the docks, There's always like people like that, that are like the rough, hard tumble, hard
Gambling,
scrabble
loan
people.
sharks. There's
Yeah,
everything
by
goes
the
on down there. You can
docks.
buy jackets.
Yeah.
Anything that comes off those. I have a friend till this day. I talked to him yesterday. Still drives cars off the ships. That's what he does for a living.
Wow. So the
Like
ships come in with like Hondas and shit.
$42 fucking dollars an hour plus overtime. Since he was in high school.
Oh, this is what I was going to ask you earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt your story. The reason why did they grow heroin in other countries? I don't even know if you know the answer to this, but they grow it in other countries because they can't grow it here, or do they grow it in other countries because it's not financially viable
I think
here?
the poppy seed. Well, listen, let me tell you something. If any drug dealer could grow poppy seeds here and eliminate the travel, they would have done it by
but
now.
would they have? What I'm thinking
Absolutely. Anybody who could cut that cost out and eliminate that whole
Right.
fucking journey
but
every time.
I think you need a lot of land. I think it's one of those things that would be really hard to do indoors because I think it's something that they do like when they make heroin. You need a lot of land to make a smaller amount of heroin than you would think.
Poppy seed heroin comes from the poppy plant,
Yeah.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's high out. It's like coca leaves. Why don't they grow coca leaves here? Are you fucking
Yeah, that's
kidding me?
exactly the same
Why
question I
don't
was
they
going to
grow
ask.
coca leaves here? But I heard now that that's a big market now. People are importing coca leaves. People in Beverly Hills now having coca leaves parties with cigars.
Well, you chew those
You
coca
chew them
leaves.
and
They're
you get
supposed to
energy.
be great.
And you smoke a cigar and drink wine and people get fucked up. That's the rumor, like 300 a leaf. I don't
Yeah.
know what the deal is. I've never eaten no fucking leaves. I would.
The people in the high altitude out like
Right.
in Peru, they have bags of these things they take with them. It's really kind of freaky to watch. They pack their mouths with it, and they have like a squirrel-sized lump on the side of their face, and they just chew these
It's
leaves.
like fucking chewing tobacco, only coca leaves. For
Except
energy,
it's actually kind of healthy for you.
Yeah.
It's not bad for
Well,
you.
that's before you add the. What was I? There's a fucking new drug. Did you see this crocodile?
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
What the fuck is this? Where they take a Dilatta and they process it into something else? They put two drugs in this: gasoline and red sulfur. That should tell you right there. That's not the drug for me. Right or wrong? When you put gasoline and then it eats the skin.
Yeah, it's causing necrosis.
How
in some of
fucking
these
high
people.
could this get you?
I think it starts out when they just have like a little bit of, like a bruised area or fucked up area, and then they just get hooked on shooting it in, and they keep shooting in that spot. It keeps getting worse and worse, and it's just not getting better. And then it starts really going downhill, and then they get super depressed, and they keep shooting it in there. I think it's a real bad drug, real dangerous, scary drug. And apparently they're doing it when they can't get heroin. You know, that's how a lot of it got started. What I read online. But the images, if they're correct, if those are real images of people's bones poked out of their skin,
Yeah.
if that really is true, that's spooky as fuck. Like when your bones are exposed, you got a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a real problem.
I used to snort coke with a guy that while he was talking to you, he'd have to get the straw and then put like a paper clip in his nose because the skin had collapsed. So he'd have to pick the skin up, put the dollar in there, and then snort it.
Oh my God.
And this was in 85. I can't, now he's missing his nose. Like he ain't even breathing no
Oh
more.
my God.
That was in 85 the last time I snorted with that guy. And he would have to pick up the wall from his nose.
Jamie, find out why they don't grow cocaine in the United States.
Can you imagine that shit?
Someone on the message board says it takes an acre of cocoa leaves to make a kilo. So you need like slave labor to collect and process all that.
Uh-huh.
Listen.
That does make some sense.
Listen, brother, if they could do it here, they would have done it here. Trust me, I'm telling you. They had the financing. They've had the fucking money.
Right. And
That's something they can't
could have
do
hit
here.
it back then, right?
They can't do it. There's a reason why they can't do it here. It's about the altitude. There's something in the soil. There's some reason. Both of those things. If not, some drug dealer would have hired a chemist and said, bring it over here. Some Chinese guy, okay, with tons of loot would have got another genius Chinese guy 30 years ago and said, teach us how to grow this shit in Jersey.
Yeah.
And that's it. It would have eliminated everything. But there's some reason why, you just can't. They've made synthetic heroin, yeah. But you need that Chinese white shit. On this coast, they have the Mexican, that tar. That shit you just shoot and you smoke. But on the East Coast, that white powder is what the suburban kids like. That's what the models get hooked on because it's 2 bumps and you're done. You're done. It's lights out.
Wow.
And now they're making it purer than ever. It's
Because it's coming from Afghanistan?
it's come, this next war, this last war, when this started after 9/11, this picked up heroin again. It started coming in here again, especially in the Detroit area. Detroit is not as fucked up as it is because, it's fucked up. It's because they just threw heroin in there and they couldn't fucking handle it, man. And the same thing happened in Newark, New Jersey. It happened in a couple fucking areas that I know about because I have friends that shoot fucking heroin. And they tell you this and you're like, that's interesting that this happened after 9/11.
Wow.
So.
Well, I mean, the production of heroin has gone through the roof in Afghanistan.
Through the roof.
And there's all sorts of reasons why they have excuses why they let them do it or why it's happening or why, the army helps them.
So pills are at their all-time highest and heroin's at their all-time highest. Who's doing this shit?
But where are they making the pills from? Do they need actual heroin to make those pills? I mean, do they need poppy seeds?
They need something.
Do they need poppies to
Some
make
of it is probably synthetic.
opiates?
Yeah, it's probably all synthetic, right?
But what does that mean, though? Like, where are they getting the compounds to put it together? Like, where does it come from? I mean, they have to have like a raw version of something that turns into heroin, right? I mean, when you say synthetic, it's not like you press a 3D printer and heroin comes out.
What? No,
Like,
I mean,
there has to be things that they like. A lot of pharmaceuticals, we think of them as pharmaceuticals, but a lot of them, they're actually getting some of the chemicals from plants. That's one of the reasons why they mine the rainforest. They're always looking for different plants that they can exploit and they can make pharmaceutical drugs out of.
it's kind of like I remember when I was a hippie, a lot of people had synthetic peyote, and I don't know what that even means, but I think they just took the compounds, whatever makes real peyote, and just recreate it in a lab somehow. It's like, isn't it like ingredients?
Well, there was a story that I read about Coca-Cola, because Coca-Cola uses real coca leaves.
Right.
Real coca leaves.
Still today?
Still today. They use real coca leaves, and they don't have cocaine in them anymore. What they do is they get these coca leaves and they bring them to this medical cocaine supplying company.
That's right. And they take the coke out, sell that to New Jersey.
Exactly.
A company in New Jersey, and they put it into
Medicine.
pills
They
and
put it
medicine.
into medicine.
You're right. Absolutely
So that's
right.
all coming from coca leaves, which is really crazy. Like, you wouldn't have thought that. You would have thought that like synthetic cocaine or lidocaine or whatever the fuck it is that they're using, whatever versions of medical grade cocaine that they use, you would have thought somehow or another that's coming from chemicals. That's what we would think. It's synthetic. We always like to say shit like that. But what does that mean? Like, there's got to be like raw compounds that are used to make this stuff. Where are those coming from?
It's coming from the origin. I think synthetic means they take some of the origin and they put other shit in it to match it, and they make it cheaper for you. It's like when you go to the store now and you go, "Hi, I'm here to pick up my medication." They go, "Well, we have wanted to ask you a question. Do you
Generic.
want the original OxyContin, or do you want Melicontin, which is the same, only made in Switzerland, but instead of $80, the prescription is $28."
Right.
So I
think
shouldn't
it's-
say synthetic heroin, synthetic opiates. Where do synthetic opiates come from? Derived from opium. Well, there's a bunch that are derived from opium. Wow, that's a fucking nutty list. Morphine, codeine, heroin, T-bane, and oripavine. Huh. I didn't know. Codeine, heroin and morphine. How similar are they?
Or it's like the same.
Really?
That's what I've heard. I mean, I don't use them obviously, but I've heard.
If that's true, then I've
Yeah.
done heroin.
They're
Because,
cousins.
I was
like
on
the
a,
gay cousin. The fucking
I was on a morphine drip
right.
when I got
What is
my
it? Is
knee
it-
operated on my first time. It was amazing. Oh my god, I kept hitting that button. You hit the button whenever you want. This is like 1993. They didn't regulate you. So I was lying in this bed. My knee was killing me, and I'd hit that button, and just it would be like NyQuil, like taking NyQuil, like clip.
That's probably what heroin's like.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty sweet.
Let's do it.
So I've done it. So there you go. I've done heroin. I didn't even think I did, but then I remembered that that one night that I had to stay in the hospital, and I had my ACL reconstructed. That's why they had me there, and it was done with a patella tendon graft. That's how they did it back then. That was the good way to do it. Sometimes they still do it that way today. But they were taking a chunk of bone off my knee and a chunk of bone off my shin and a sliver of my patella tendon, and then they open you up like a fish, screw this piece of meat, and use the bone piece that they cut out of the shin and the bone piece that they cut out of the kneecap, and then they reconstruct the knee. And it hurts like a motherfucker, dude. Woo! It's like lightning bolts shooting whenever you cut into bone and drills. Like it's the other one that I had done with a cadaver, like way easier. I mean, like almost nothing. Like I went to, Matt Lichtenberg. I went to his birthday party 5 days after the operation. Just walked. It was fine. Like, I had a brace on it. I didn't want to hurt myself, but I didn't need crutches. I could get around. Like, it's totally different than the patella tendon graft. Your leg blows up like a fucking balloon. But I'm lying in bed, and they have me on this continuous motion machine. From the moment you come out of the operating room, they put you on it. They don't want your leg to stiffen up, because then it's really hard to get moving again. Once you get really rigid, the trauma sets in, and it's really difficult to straighten your leg out. So right away, they have you on this thing. It's like boom, 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 boom. So not only are you in agony, but your leg is on this continual machine. Boom, boom. Morphine is commonly related to is morphine sulfate. Heroin is diacetyl morphine. That is, heroin is simply morphine with an acetyl molecule attached. Acetyl molecule attached. So it's basically the same shit.
Yeah, and that molecule just is so it
Exactly
does it
the same.
faster.
Yeah, in terms of the effects, they're exactly the same and medically interchangeable except for the dosage. In fact, they are both converted to the same form of morphine when they get into the body. Fascinating. Thank you, young James.
It's all this, when you had surgery or anything like it's all when they give you that shit.
They're giving you heroin. Isn't that amazing?
They're giving you H, man. In a different form. It's not the street level, but it's a form of what you're getting high. And it's tremendous. Who doesn't like that high?
My
Come on
friend's
now.
mom had cancer, and she went through all the channels, and she was on her way out, and she decided to go out on her own by taking all her morphine. Just said, "Look, what a beautiful way to do it. Just do it like this." She took it all. They were giving her some for pain, and I guess she had enough to stop the ticker, and she just said, "It's enough. Enough's enough."
passed
She's
out.
like, "I'm wasting away." She goes, "There's no hope. Like it's over. Like her body was over. It was like the last few days." But that's how she decided to do it. You got to respect that, like the fact that that's illegal. I know it would be abused. I know it could be abused by people that want to kill people. Oh, my mom wanted to go. You could run into those type of people that would actually kill a family member to get some money from the will, kill a wife, those kind of things. But I think that it's still for someone who's dying, man, for your mom or something like that, when it's the last days and you got to watch her just in agony constantly with no light at the end of the tunnel. She's 90 years old or whatever the hell she is. Like, fuck, man. Like you got to have a heart, man. That shit should be legal. You should be able to do that. And in some places it is, right? It's legal in Oregon. Like there was that one girl that was trying to do that. She moved
did
to
it.
Oregon. Did she do it?
Yeah, she ended up delaying it a couple days, and then she
did it?
Yeah.
Whew. It's crazy shit, man.
I think you got to be there to really make a decision on that one. You know,
Yeah.
you got to be there. It's tough to just.
Some people get tired of fighting. You know, you get weary from the illness just draining you, and then the chemotherapy drains you sometimes even further, and it's hard. You know, the last days. What's amazing is how many people benefit from CBDs, from marijuana, and how few people are getting it. You know, the more I read about this and the more I talk to people that have had it and talk to people that have loved ones that have tried it on cancer and had incredible results, and it just drives me nuts. It's just so hard to believe that that stuff's still demonized, that people are still pretending that's one of the worst things that society can make legal. Where if it only did that with cancer, forget about the getting high part. If it only did that for cancer, do you know how magical that drug would be? It's like, it's got this creepy past. It's like a stripper that wrote the most amazing book, but nobody wants to listen to it because she used to be a stripper. You know, like it's got like marijuana has this like seedy part to it. And that seedy part keeps people from recognizing the textile use, the uses as a commodity, the use for making houses, the use for food. Like if it was just all those things and didn't get people high, it would be our all-time favorite plant. It would be the number one plant in the world. We would be using it all the time. They say that this hempcrete, have you ever heard of hempcrete, concrete they make with hemp? It's supposed to be like some of the most durable, lightweight, fire-resistant insulation. It's great insulation properties, and it's made out of hemp. And you can make it cheap. You know, it doesn't cost a lot of money to grow hemp. They just can't grow it. Like, and you can't even get high from this shit. I mean, it's really crazy if you stopped and thought about it. If it was a plot in a movie, if there was something that was as powerful as the marijuana plant, it was something that had so many benefits, and it was somehow or another kept illegal, and somehow or another the propaganda kept people thinking that it would be one of the worst things for a society if they were to make this legal. You would lose your fucking mind. You would go, this movie's stupid. Like, this movie's dumb. People would riot. They wouldn't, come on. You got something that cures epilepsy in kids, little kids that have epilepsy. Have you seen any different fucking kids have benefited?
Johnny Rotten.
Yeah, our buddy Johnny. His kid was having all sorts of seizures. He moves up to Seattle, gets him on the medical marijuana program. Boom. Goes away.
Yeah.
Goes away, gets 100 times better, and the kid starts communicating.
Changed his life. Changed that kid's life.
Fuck, man. It's just weird. It's one of the weirdest parts about being alive in 2015 is that there's so many improvements going on. There's so much fascinating shit happening in our culture, and yet this one thing is like this holdout, this clawing thing that clings to the side.
It's not that. It's the people's reaction that gets me still. Like, I'm the type of guy that, you know what, man, I didn't eat sushi till 1995, but I came around. You know, when I was in New York, fuck you and raw fish. You know what I'm saying? Raw fish. You know, what the fuck? But then one day I came around. I never said I hated sushi. I just said it wasn't for me at the time. And then you listen to a fucking moron like Governor Christie, who just aggravates me. It aggravates me that this guy is running for president. This fucking year's president fucking list is horrible. Thank God. I'm happy I got felonies. You're happy you don't have to vote. You're like, these motherfuckers from the Cuban dude to Christie, we're in bad shape, though.
Christie's ridiculous.
We're in bad shape.
He's a ridiculous person.
He's a ridiculous person.
He's so ridiculous.
Oh, my God. I cannot fuck. I'm so happy I don't live in Jersey, man. I'm so fucking happy.
But you know what? He's so mocked. I can't imagine him ever. And he's got that whole bridge thing that's going to hold him back. He's not going to get enough. But what he will do in doing this is raise his public profile. And maybe he's pretty good at debating. He's pretty good at talking. And maybe if he has these conversations in front of America, you know, the way he's been having them in New Jersey, maybe like in a big public forum like presidential debates, it could be kind of interesting. It could be interesting to hear him talk. Because as moronic as he is, he's still a very good talker. You know, I disagree with a lot of the shit that he says. But I got to respect the fact that the guy knows how to communicate. You know, sometimes that's all you need in this goofy-ass world. Somebody writes you a good, juicy script. You have a bunch of people behind you. They give you a little makeover. They tried to do that with him. They got him on that fucking belly band, but somehow or another it didn't work. Like, he's still big, right? I mean, he did get on that, right? Find out if he did that, because that's ridiculous.
This is the way I look at it. I grew up in northern New Jersey. I grew up in politicians' homes. And I know that to be a politician in New Jersey, somewhere along the line, you got to take an envelope. And when you're running for president, it's pretty tough to take an envelope and people not to fucking raise their hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Donald Trump. When he raised his hand, I could not believe it.
Yeah.
Just on what he did in New York in the 80s. You know, if that guy even moves...
What did he do in New York?
In New York in the 80s, when he was building all those things...
Hold on a second. When we do... Once the rants start going, don't pull it up.
When in the 80s, when he was doing all that developing, okay, he shut out like Rogan Construction. Okay, Rogan Construction was started by you. I'm just making a name up.
Right. Okay.
Okay, Rogan Construction was a company started by your grandpa in Newark and his two brothers, and then he hired their sons, and now they have 12 full-time employees, and they've been putzing along since 1948, doing new construction and houses and remodels, but whatever, they're keeping their lights on.
Right.
And all of a sudden a GC comes in, who's a general contractor on this job, who's somebody like fucking Trump, and he hires people like Rogan Construction and Search Electric and Ugot's fucking plumbing and Suck My Dick Concrete, you know, whatever the fuck the name of the company is.
Somebody make a T-shirt quickly.
And they would stiff him, and all these companies went out of business. All that construction he did in New York and New Jersey in the 80s was very suspect. Number two, before he raised his hand, I hope that he's this intelligent. Let me get that water, my brother. I'm sorry to fuck up your little... I hope that he called a congressman or a governor or somebody in Colorado, and he said, how buried is Sammy the Bull Gravano? Can he get to TMZ? Can he get to a phone? Because all those deals he had going on in the 80s, he was in bed with the mafia. It doesn't take a fucking genius to tell you that. Okay, a dumpster, the one that Johnny Reed fell in when he tried to commit suicide. You know those dumpsters you guys see?
Yeah.
A square dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
To get one in Colorado in 1987 was $200 for the day. You know what that same dumpster was in New York in 1987? $2,200. That's how high the construction costs were. Some of it were the mafia tax.
Well, there was a lot of organized crime.
Tons of organized crime. So somewhere along the line, this Trump was in bed with organized crime.
Had to be.
Had to be.
That's
the Trump Plaza, Atlantic City. Just look at the locations.
I never thought of this.
I always thought of this. I always knew this idiot could not raise his fucking hand. And if anybody is smart, go to the Sammy the Bull book. He talks about it in not so many ways.
Really?
So I guarantee the feds have their files. And as soon as this guy moves up a little bit, they're going to go, take a look at this. This is what Sammy the Bull told us. How can we take care of this? A donation to the fucking Abafangul company of fucking blind kids, whatever the fuck it takes. Because this guy was the major contractor in New York in the 80s. All these small businesses, he put their lights out. You know how I know? I'll tell you how I know for a fact. When I got locked up, one of the conditions of me getting out was I had to get a job. To alleviate the state of Colorado, my attorney came up with this paperwork. Listen, if you let him out, he'll leave. Not next week. Not tomorrow. We got a plane for him. As soon as he gets out of your fucking jail, we'll take him out of New Jersey. We'll get him back to New Jersey. But to do all this, I had to have a promise of employment. And I called around New Jersey, and my friend's uncle had a window, door, trim, sash company. You know, all this shit for your door. That's a sash on the bottom, by the way. And trim around your door and the door and shades. And they sold all that stuff. And they had like an 11-man crew, like 6 guys on phones. So he goes, if you want to go, he made me send me the resume to the guy, his uncle, and I called him. We spoke on the phone. And in fact, I wrote the guy while I was in prison back and forth because he would tell me, keep your head up. You got a job when you get out. Don't be down on yourself. When I got out into the halfway house, I called him. And I said, hey, man, I got to sit in the halfway house for 90 days, but I'll be in Jersey by June. He goes, I don't think I can hire you. We were working on this construction company, and we got stiffed. It was that fucking guy Trump. Stiffed us, so we lost everything. We had the investment in the, these were high rises. You had to pay for all those windows, and he's going to pay you. They might have got a deposit or something from the GC, but not enough. They got stiffed. And then you go to court. So
he would just put them under.
Yeah, but he would go under, he was the top builder, and he would go to Joe Rogan Construction, and he would put it all under your name. So you went down too.
Wow.
So he did all this. He ruined fucking family businesses. And all of a sudden he has this short memory. You know, when you run for president, they look at you with a fucking microscope. And you know why? I don't know what happened with the birth certificate, Obama's birth certificate. I never paid attention. But this
I
is
hope he
something,
was born in Kenya.
this is something you cannot overlook with this guy. This guy's a prick. He doesn't know anything about running the fucking country anyway. This is
Well,
a
he
fucking
was
joke.
he was one of the guys that was going on and on about Obama's birth certificate. He was like one of the main guys. Like I first of all, I don't just look at them as human beings. Like when you hear them talk and you kind of like what they stand for. He's my favorite president ever.
Who?
Obama.
Better than Clinton?
Yeah. I think Clinton, you know, Clinton had a lot of flavor and he did some good stuff too. But I think Obama has been the most, maybe it's just the times that we're in. He's the most noticeable when it comes to like spreading this, like what I think is like an improvement in the way people think, you know? First of all, by being black. Second of all, by his support of gay rights, like really like blatant support, like where they turned the fucking White House rainbow when it got passed. I mean, that's crazy shit, man.
Yeah, I agree.
That's never existed before. When you saw that picture of the White House being rainbow colored at night, I was like, this is nuts, man.
That wouldn't happen with Nixon.
This is some shit that's similar to the fucking abolition of slavery. It's similar. I mean, it's not as extreme a slavery. It's not as extreme a trap.
That's so crazy.
That's so amazing. I mean, but it's similar in the way that it's going to change the way people look at gay people. It might not be now. It might not be the generation of our parents. It might not be the generation of our older brothers and sisters, but it's going to be the generation of our kids. The generation of our kids is going to understand that gay people, it's just like being mad at people for having red hair. It's just who they are. Like, what do you give a fuck? And if you give a fuck about that, what else are you going to come creeping around about? What are you going to fuck with people about? What is it? You going to fuck with people about the way they dress? You going to fuck with people about the way they talk? Like, what is it? Like, leave people the fuck alone. And the more we do that, the more we can sort it all out and find out what is really bothering us. What's really bothering people? Well, a lot of what's bothering people is people intruding on other people's lives. And it doesn't get any more intrusive than in the fucking bedroom. You're intruding on people's bedrooms. You care if people want to get married, if they love each other just because they're two guys or two girls. Who gives a fuck? And if you do give a fuck, you're a problem. You're a problem in this free world. And if this is just one thing that you ideologically attached yourself to, and it might be religious based, who knows what the fuck other shit you got going on in your head you don't want people to do. You know, who knows what other weird kind of Sharia law shit you want to incorporate into society. Who knows? I don't know. You think people shouldn't be able to get married just because they're two men or two women? That's intolerable in 2015. That's archaic shit. And I think that is one of the archaic things that's going to slowly but surely start vanishing from our world. It's not, maybe not now. There's still a lot of homophobia now. But, you know, there's this woman from Brazil who did an interview. I think it was Jessica Andrade, MMA fighter. And she was talking about how many people in Brazil are homophobic in comparison to the United States. And she's like, it's really nice to see the United States doing this, and hopefully more people in Brazil think this way too. And you realize like that in a lot of like Latin American countries, especially, like you were talking about Cuba. You were talking to me the other night about Cuba.
Russia. Cuba.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Russia, they
England.
passed laws. They passed laws against gay people.
Listen,
in Russia.
man, this is something completely new to some people. It doesn't affect me, so it doesn't bother me. Like I said in my joke on stage, I live next to two transgenders across the street. The gay girl with the dog. I talk to them every day. I goof on them. I goof on fucking Big Mike and Leslie. You know, I love them. I don't give a fuck. You know, but there's some people who are still living in 1970, man.
Yeah.
And those people are stuck in their own fucking lives, so I just keep walking.
Yeah.
You just keep walking. What are you going to do?
And every day they watch The Longest Yard and long for the days when you could smash a chick's face against the wall.
I was explaining to you the other day that the most foremost community in Cuba is the gay community. I grew up with gay Cubans around me. My mom owned the fucking bar. Who do you think fucking keeps the lights on? White dudes in the daytime, those gay fucks that come in and spend it, you know, and in those days, they were doing blow, they were selling blow, and I grew up around them. I never had any hatred or anything for them. But my stepfather, he's from the other side of Cuba, okay, where they can't be in a room with a gay guy. No hatred, no whatever, but they just can't be in a room. Their manhood cannot be in a room with a gay guy. And I get it. Some Latin American countries, it's just, but who are the biggest gay guys in the world? Fucking Latins. They're the best ones.
So what do you think that is? Do you think it's like
It's a machismo
shame?
thing. What is it like in Sicily, on that island? What would it be like in 1950 to be gay in Sicily?
They bang each other a lot?
I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. I think that.
Well, that's where the Catholics are.
But I think that you'd be.
Right?
I think that you would be fucking totally against it.
Right,
I
but-
think Northern Italy, those hard-headed motherfuckers, you can't tell those motherfuckers you're a Finnock or whatever the fuck they call them.
Right, but that's also where the Vatican is.
Right.
Like, how ironic is that? That doesn't make any sense because that is the biggest gay sex organization in
But
the
they
world.
don't want to know that.
If
Nobody
not gay
wants
sex,
to know that.
pedophilia.
Right.
Okay, the biggest pedophilia.
Nobody wants to know that.
Do priests fuck each other or they only fuck kids? How's that work?
Who knows? You got to bring me down with that talk now and shit. But,
Maybe.
you know,
just
listen, man,
curious.
I didn't, I just know how it was when I was growing up.
Did you know the Vatican owned a gay bathhouse?
No.
The building the Vatican owned was home to the biggest gay bathhouse in Italy.
That's craziness.
Yeah.
We should go. Go do some
Go and
heroin.
bring some synthetic heroin. Yeah, I'll pull up the story because it's fucking ridiculous. But Jamie, pull that shit up. Put it up on the big screen. It's ridiculous. They're so blatant. They've been doing this for so long. You know, like this gigantic crazy cult that's running the Catholic Empire. They've been in charge for so long, wearing wizard costumes and sitting on thrones. So many people have bought into it that it's. Look at this. The Vatican pays landlord to Europe's biggest gay bathhouse. And by the way, I say this. I went to Catholic school. I'm allowed to say this shit.
Like church, 30
Pays
million.
landlord to. They play landlord to Europe's biggest gay bathhouse. The church paid $30 million to acquire a building that houses a senior cardinal and a huge gay sauna. Wait
gay
a fucking minute. A senior cardinal and a huge gay sauna. That's it. That's his own private gay bathhouse. The guy owns a bathhouse. They paid $30 million. First of all, how crazy is it that the Vatican has $30 million to buy houses with? Yeah. Like they have so much money. Look at that. The 75-year-old prince of the church enjoys a 12-room apartment on the first floor of the imposing palazzo at 2 Via Carducci, just yards from the ground floor entrance to the steamy flesh pot. He's above it, smelling it. There are 18 other Vatican apartments in the block, many of which house priests. Cardinal Diaz, who is seen as a social conservative even by current standards of the church hierarchy, is no doubt horrified to learn of the activities taking place a floor below. My goodness, I could not imagine.
His apartment mildly smells like buttholes.
Mildly, it's probably a tornado. It's you know what it's probably like, man. One of those fucking those trees that you hang over your rear view. That's like his house, but in his house.
Hosts a weekly bear night featuring Bruno, a hairy, overweight pastor of souls who dresses in Catholic vestments naturally, is free to the music of his clergyman, remaining in a thong. Because I got to do that. I'm going to be the new Bruno. Fuck it. I'm going to sling some dick with a fucking priest
Because he
suit on.
wants to expose body and soul, according to the Independent. Bear Night also features a buffet because exposing one's body and soul works up an appetite. This is a hilarious article. This is in Salon, this article. Who wrote this article? It's very funny.
You know, Joe Rogan, you read this.
Katie McDonough.
You read
Very
this
funny, Katie.
after you go to Catholic school and you're raised Catholic. And It's fucking mind-boggling. It's fucking mind-boggling. Like, it's just like firecrackers went off in your head. For some people, it's like how they found out when Cosby was doping bitches. It was mind-boggling for them. They grew up on Cosby. Look at this fucking Jared guy. Look at this fucking Jared guy.
Subway guy.
Looking fucking at kids'
that
porno
possible?
pictures. The FBI. You know, I hope this isn't true.
But they arrested one guy that was like in the organization, right? Did they just investigate Jared, or did they have a
This is like
suspicion?
business partner, and now his house is being investigated. And they just announced
my
that
goodness.
he's separated his business ties with Subway right
He's
now.
got one of those little...
Whoa, wait, I didn't hear about this. What happened to the Subway guy?
Child porn investigation.
I knew it.
Yeah, man. What the hell?
Losing weight on
These people all got a creepy fucking freak, and it comes out eventually, man. Just let it out before it fucking gets out. Just let it out. I love little boys in fucking bikinis, eating a Subway sandwich. Oh my God, I sit there.
So do you think that like maybe he sent shit to Jared and Jared kept his mouth shut, or do you think Jared was sending shit back? What are we, TMZ? What are we doing here? What the fuck happened to
How
this show?
embarrassing is that? No,
It's not
bro,
just
we're talking about
embarrassing,
things that you
it
had.
makes me furious.
That if you didn't have a life, you wanna yell. When I first started hearing this shit about the Catholic Church, I ignored it. I was like, this is crazy. I was one of those kids.
Mm-hmm.
One of those kids that fucking helped the priest, for about 6 months. I did that shit until I got thrown out of there.
Mm-hmm.
I believed. I gotta tell you, man. Like when I get dark thoughts sometimes. I'm about to go to sleep. I just get dark fucking thoughts, and just from being around Buddhists in Boulder, I learned that they chant a lot. And in other words, a chant is not any different than a prayer. So sometimes when I got a bad thought, I'll say a fucking Lord's Prayer, man. I'm old school, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when I hear this shit, it just does something to you. It's just like, but it's for some people, it's like getting punched in the stomach. Like you trusted somebody. It's like having a babysitter molest your kid. You're numb for a week, man. You can't, but this is our whole fucking society. Every 3 days, we get dropped with something that we go, what the fuck? How did this happen? How did this fucking happen?
Yeah. When things like this happen, you always got to wonder, like, what sets something like that off in someone's brain? Are they born with that? Does it happen because someone does it to them? Is it a chemical imbalance? Like, what the fuck is it that makes someone sexually attracted to kids? What a bizarre thing to exist in nature. It's almost like a suicide gene. It's almost like you, like in having that, like your body is so weak, your mind is so weak, everything is so off kilter, you're trying to get yourself killed. And there's no better way to get yourself killed than fucking someone's kids. Like, do you know any people, like, you remember that video where the guy's walking through the airport and he was a karate instructor and he had molested some kids, and this guy's, one of the kids' dads waited for him in the airport, and as he walked by with the cops, walks up to his head, boom, blows his brains out and just drops the gun on the ground. That guy got off, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah, he got off.
You got to get off. That's a great defense. You lost your mind. They had abused your child.
Yeah, he got off. Yeah, he didn't do any time. He shot that guy right in the fucking head in front of cops and then dropped the gun.
What state was that?
I don't remember. I want to say it was in New York. I forget. It might not have been, though. It might have been somewhere else.
There's some things that if you get there before the cops, you win.
Yeah.
That should be. If you get there before the cops, you fucking win, man.
This guy shot them in front of the cops.
Yeah, and I lost my mind. Temporarily insanity. Temporarily insanity. And the cops are like fucking handcuffing him going, that a boy.
Yeah, this is it right here. Father shoots and kills son's kidnapper in airport for revenge. So.
Wait, they're going to show him shoot?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
man.
no.
Yeah.
Is it gross?
No. He was just, he just couldn't take it, man. He got this guy away. Look at this. Boom. And then he puts the gun away. And then he had a crazy hat on. The cops hold him down.
Oh, that's great.
It was his son, man.
That's so good.
I mean, it is, right? It's fucked up, but it is. I mean, I'm not usually for this kind of shit, but boom. I mean, that is about as, as far as like what's fair.
I'm for it.
Yeah,
Joe Rogan,
I'm not against that.
You've been my friend for a long time. I have a horrible, horrible revenge gene. It's in my blood.
No, you do.
When they went down to Cuba, and they tell the fucking Meyer Lansky that they tell the Jew that fucking they saw rebels.
Mm-hmm.
What does he say? He goes, these motherfuckers have been savages all their lives.
Yeah.
They've been savages. They've always been savages. Dog, I have a revenge gene in me, and it's horrible. And no cop would stop me. You're crazy. I would hit somebody with a car and go to the same jail. I'm one of those motherfuckers. Like, once I have it in my mind, you're done. It's in my blood. That's my whole life in movies. Outlaw Josie Wales, Death Wish, Man on Fire. Bam! In Man on Fire, I'll tell you how bad he is, which I missed that scene till a month ago. He talks that dude into shooting himself. There's only 2 motherfuckers in the movies that have done that. what's his name? And my boy in Silence of the Lambs. He talked the motherfucker into hanging himself from the other cell.
That's right.
Remember? Miggs.
Yeah.
Miggs. He talked Miggs into fucking swallowing his own fucking tongue.
Miggs was the guy who used to throw jizz on people's faces.
Yeah.
My friend John Tobin used to call me Miggs. That was like his nickname for me.
Why?
Because he's being silly.
Mix.
High Plains Drifter was
When he painted the town red,
that was the one where they killed him and he came back.
and he came back and they put the shield on,
Yeah. It's a crazy movie,
and they
man.
kept shooting the body, and he kept going down. They thought he was a ghost.
Well, but he was a ghost. They beat a guy to death with a whip, and then he came back as Clint Eastwood. He came back a ghost and fucked that town up. It was a great movie. That was a great movie at the time. I remember seeing the first time I saw High Plains Drifter, I was like, holy
You thought
shit.
your head was going to blow. Dog, you had to throw. That's what I'm talking about. When you see the machismo in Burt Reynolds, it's because that motherfucker just watched Bullet. And he goes, wait a second.
Yeah.
I got to outdo that motherfucker.
Yep.
I got to put on this corduroy suit. And then and then Charles Bronson came along, and he's got to outdo everybody because he's ugly. You know, look at him. Look at him.
He was the baddest motherfucker ever.
Look at
If
that.
I'm gonna watch a movie from that era, and like if I come home, like say if I go to a hotel room, hey, you know, you're bored, you're like, what's on TV? And you turn it on, and you get this, you get excited. You go, oh shit! You know, you thought you're just gonna be by yourself watching some terrible movie, and it turns out High Plains Drifters on HBO or something. Like, fuck. They don't even really show these on HBO,
No,
do
they can't. They can't.
Why? Why can't
can't.
they? They have to show new shit all the time, right?
No, they. There's a channel about a month ago. They showed not High Plains Drifter, but the other one.
But you want it with no commercials, man.
Yeah, that's the way you want.
You don't want these fucking things on regular TV.
See, I
with
can't
it.
watch these movies, Joe Rogan,
Why?
because it makes me fucking crazy. These movies remind you of why you're an American, bro. These movies are
That's why
like,
they made them in Italy.
what were we talking about when we came in? That it's time to put a strap a gun on. We're living in some fucked up times.
You're anxious about this lately.
I got a wife and a kid that I worry about, and I don't know what I'd do. I'd shoot the whole. I'd be John Wick. I told you, I got to get one of those John Wick guns, dog. I'll tell you, that John Wick, the first 20 minutes until he hooks up with the chick. Once he hooked up with the chicks, it bothers me for a while. But then you click it on with 45 minutes left. That is one of the best kick-ass scenes since Bruce Lee and Enter the Dragon.
Yeah.
And you better check your watches. That's 30 fucking years. He cleans out. He's using bullets as strikes. And he's shooting them up close and blowing their fucking heads off.
It's a badass movie.
And when you see that movie, you know, he trained with Hegan a lot. For
Yeah.
that. Hegan fucking fucked them
Yeah.
up. Dog, I'm anxious to go see him tomorrow.
to go see Hegan?
Yeah, like on the way home, I'll call.
Yeah.
My brother, you're going to teach tomorrow. I be there 11 o'clock. That's it. That's all we say to each other. I see you 11 o'clock. And now he comes with an Indian dude that heals your body. Guy lays you down all by energy. Guy looks at you and goes, your shoulder bothering you? You're like, God damn, how do you know? Every week it's like a game of chess with him.
Really?
And he lays you down. He does this Cherokee shit.
Oh, that kind of Indian.
Yeah, he bends you over. He picks up your arm. He does the Cherokee thing on your spine. He releases the eagle. Googly moogly. You got to see
Release
me
it from
do
your butt.
You got to see me doing 90 up Laurel Canyon after the eagle is loose. and
Really?
shit. Yeah, yeah. He shows up
Wow.
with an Indian. He fucking works
Does he
on my
use
body
feathers
a
or
little
anything?
bit.
It's
Nothing.
turquoise
No
in your
feathers?
ass.
Nothing. The guy's an old rodeo clown, dog. He broke
Really?
every bone in his body.
Oh my god.
So this guy adjusted everything. And he's like, dog, I know last week some dude went in there with a fucked up hip. The guy was there this weekend doing fucking sidekicks and
a
shit.
rodeo clown. Jesus Christ. Is that
Oh.
like the most thankless job? It might be one of the most thankless jobs ever. Nobody gives a, there's not one Lance Armstrong or the rodeo clowns. You know what I mean? There's like a Ken Block who's like a famous driver, right? There's like a skateboarders, Tony Hawk. You know, there's one guy in each discipline. Tiger Woods. You know what I mean? Where everybody knows Tiger Woods is a golfer. Who's the one rodeo clown? Name one. They get no respect.
There's probably one person that we just don't know. It's like a Mexican superhero or something like that.
They don't really use rodeo clowns. They have, I mean, in bullfighting, I mean, like bull riding, I'm pretty sure is an American tradition.
Is it?
I think so. I think in Mexico, obviously, they have a lot of bullfighting, and in Spain, they have a lot of bullfighting. I guess that's where they got it from, right? They imported it from Spain
I'm hoping.
because that's what Mexico is like the indigenous Americans that came over when the Spanish came over. They taught them Spanish and started fucking them. and that's what made Mexican. That's why you get like Mexicans like Oscar de la Hoya, you know, who's like this beautiful looking, you know, European looking man, like kind of fairly pale skin. And then you get a Mexican like, you know, Juan Manuel Marquez, who's like much more Mexican looking.
Inca-ish.
You know? Inca. Yeah, a lot of,
Inca-ish.
like the darker skin and like the, you know, darker hair. It's interesting, man. This is the whole North American continent is fucking fascinating. It's fascinating to think that if you came to this spot 400 years ago, there'd be very few people here. Very, very, very few. A few nomadic tribes of Native Americans, no cities, no nothing.
Oh, you think how interesting is this? There was a Diaz on the boat with Columbus and a Valdez.
Really?
Yeah, that's a Diaz on the boat with Columbus.
That's where all the Diaz's come from?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Jumping to conclusion. Is that your dad?
But and they spell it with a Z. And then one of the biggest lieutenants in Sicilian history is a Diaz with a C. And then we just saw that priest with an S.
A Diaz with a C?
A Z. I'm sorry, a Z. And then you have the fucking lunatics up in Stockton, and they're Mexican.
Right.
And I'm sitting here in front of you, and I'm Cuban as can be.
Right.
That makes you think. Like Diaz there, and Diaz as a lieutenant, and Diaz was on the ship as an Italian.
Italian Diaz.
An Italian Diaz and an Italian Valdez with a Z. My mother's side of the family is Valdez, and they're darker than Det. And my father's side is Diaz, and they're from Camagüey, and they came from Spain. They speak with that thing, the little de la vida, They speak like jaguars, like those people. So you have to think, how did Diaz get to Mexico? How did this Diaz get here? And how did Diaz with a Z, the Diaz with an S? These are all very interesting things that I look at. You look at evolution. We were talking about how they found that fucking tooth of the whale in Wyoming. Remember years ago we had that discussion on the podcast, you know. This is things that have always baffled me. Like, how come there's Nate Diaz and his brother? They're Mexicans that could be. Not Inca Mexicans, though.
Right.
They're the other Mexicans.
Right.
They came from somewhere else and evolved, whatever. So it's very interesting.
You know what's interesting to me? One of the things that's been getting me lately is this water situation in California. It's pretty bad. It's 3 years going on 4 years now, and the drought is pretty ferocious. Like they're saying that California used 29% less water last month, so people are working to try to solve it. But what was occurring to me when I was thinking about this is we know for a fact that there's areas of the world that used to be lush, and then they became desert. Like we know for a fact about the Nile Valley, like in Egypt, where the pyramids used to be, where the pyramids are rather. Before that, like 9,000 years ago, they know there was a rainforest there, and slowly over time, shit just changed, and then there's not that much rainfall, and that could easily happen in California. But would we stay? Would everybody stay here? And would they just keep pumping water artificially into the spot, or would people go, you know what, this ain't working? This ain't working. We don't have any we got to move on. Like we've always had to, all throughout human history. Whenever the climate got bad, people had to get the fuck out of there. When the Ice Age was happening here, no one was living in Canada. No one was living in Canada during the Ice Age because it was 2 miles thick of ice in a lot of spots. You're not living on ice, right? You would find a way to get to a place where it's not ice. You know, but all the places that were covered in ice it was a massive amount of Canada. So when all that ice receded, that's where we got the Great Lakes from. The Great Lakes are fucking puddles that are melted glaciers. I mean, that's how fucking crazy this place was just 10,000 years ago. If we had a house and it was there, you can't be stubborn. When the ice starts coming, you can't say, we're just going to keep chipping away at that ice every year. Like at a certain point in time, you got to realize, okay, if there's 2 miles of ice and it's as big as fucking Canada or half of Canada or even a few states, where those few states are, you can't live. You got to get out of there. You got to get out of there. And if that happens here, we're so arrogant. Our idea that we can control nature is so arrogant. No one considers leaving California. Like everybody talks about like, well, California's California. We got to do something about the California water crisis. What if it never rains again? Because guess what? That could happen. If it doesn't rain but once or twice a year or 10 times a year or 20 times a year, there have been way crazier things than a shift in our climate to the point where it rains 0. That's totally possible. It's totally possible. If it's possible to rain 1 day a year, it's possible to rain 0. If it's possible to rain 10, it's possible to rain 1. It could be horrific. Disastrous. It's totally possible. And it would be normal. It would be something that's happened all throughout the world. They know that like a lot of deserts used to be like lush areas. And then somehow or another, like for whatever reason, things changed. Things shifted. You know, and you can blame people all you want. I'm sure we have a lot to do with it. I'm sure global warming, that there's without a doubt as some element of human civilization is a part of it. There's too many scientists that believe it does. There's got to be some factor. But even without that factor, it's super possible that shit would change on its own. It shifts. We don't control when it rains. It can fucking shift. It easily could shift. And if you're in a spot that sucks, you got to make a decision. You got to figure out what the fuck you're going to do. It rains more in Phoenix than it rains here.
It rains in Phoenix a lot, actually. I didn't know that. In Ohio and in Houston, look at Galveston. It's raining so much that there's shit water everywhere, and people are losing their sight because it's overfilled all the sewage and stuff.
What?
You haven't
They're
read
losing
about
their
this?
sight?
Yeah, this girl lost her sight just from being in the water. Because they tested the
shit
water.
water?
It's all shit water. It's in
Oh, my
Galveston
God.
and Houston. They've had such bad flooding
Pull
in
that
the past month.
It's been horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Oh my God! I saw some of the photos.
Horrible
I remember
couple
that
weeks
back
ago.
when we worked at the Laugh stop.
When I was there, they were thinking about that Sunday floods. That was 2 months ago. So.
No, the Laugh stop in
Oh, yeah.
Houston, way back in the
Yeah,
day.
Westheimer. I remember.
Do you remember
all
when
that
they had to
shit.
close that hotel we used to stay
Fuck
at?
yeah, they flooded that thing.
It was flooded up to like the third floor.
That was the time I was there. I'm sorry, the comedy club was on West Gray. I
Fecal
saw a
water.
refrigerator going down
Wow.
West Steimer.
Fecal matter water advisories. Oh my God!
Freaking shit
Hold
Kool-Aid.
on, let me read that whole thing. Fecal matter water advisories issued for some Galveston County beaches. Fucking A, man. Shit in the water. Did a girl really go blind though?
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane.
Damn, the fucking subway already cut ties with Jared. Nothing came up. At least the UFC waited 3 days and shit with John Jones. They went down there. These motherfuckers, they think Dana's tough. Fucking Subway don't play. They don't even give a fuck whether he's guilty or not.
If Jared didn't do anything but knew about it, if he knew the dude had child porn, he's still responsible. What are you holding up? What does it say?
This is the article. A woman loses sight in one eye after a mud run. A young woman went blind in one eye within 24 hours after catching a flesh-eating bacteria during a mud run in Dallas this month because of all the flooding.
Oh God!
How do you
flesh-eating
lose an eye?
bacteria
Oh, my
in your
God.
eye?
It just
Oh.
it says a woman said the debris cut her eye, allowing flesh-eating bacteria to destroy her cornea. It just completely melted off my eye.
Oh my God! Fuck!
That's fucked up.
Do we just shit into the ocean? How does that work? Oh shit! More than 1,000 runners get diarrhea after Mud Day event. Oh, of course. Well, you're definitely getting some bacteria if you get a mouthful of mud. That's 100%. You're not supposed to do that, by the way. You're not supposed to drink still water. You know, you're lucky if that's all you get. You know, you can get something way worse than that.
That's Gentile shit, jumping in a fucking puddle of mud. Stay home. Fuck your wife in the ass. You're going to jump in fucking mud like a jerk off. At least the polar bears jump in the ocean. They jump into fucking cold water.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing bad going to happen to you. You want to jump in mud after you fucking been running, snowing, whatever the fuck it's been for a month. God knows it's in that fucking mud.
I used to think those polar bear people were idiots. Those people that would jump into the water.
Until you went into that freezer.
Yeah.
And then you said, God, they're onto something, isn't
Oh,
it?
they're
When you
100%
jump in
onto
the
something.
ocean, man, and it's cold, it does something to you. Especially when it hits like your bones for a minute. When you come out of there, you feel like a fucking new man. I've jumped into the fucking Atlantic. Is that where we're at? In which one's colder? Here's
colder.
Yeah.
Oh my God! When I used to jump in the water in Oregon and Seattle, that's fucking penguin weather.
That's freezing.
That's when you feel the bones in your feet and shit.
Yeah,
You're
but
like,
it's probably really
it's good for you.
you.
Yep, it is good
Because
for
this cryotherapy shit, this stuff is changing my fucking body. It's changing the way my body feels. It's amazing how well it like cures any like weird shit that's bugging you. Inflammation, back pains. Like back pains have been fucking with me forever. They're just dissolving.
Wow.
You just do it all the time. It's your body produces all these anti-inflammation responses to the cold weather. So that's probably what they were doing when they were jumping in the ocean. You get out of it and your body's like, woo! You just get this fucking charge of blood.
Your dick shrinks and it gets hard real fast and shit. It shrinks and it pops out of that motherfucker like yum juice is being served and shit.
I'll never forget you saying, any of your ex-girlfriends kill themselves? No, they shoulda.
Oh, if you sucked my dick in the 80s, you should have killed yourself. There's a girl on Facebook that I saw one night. The last time I saw this chick was the night Flutie
Doug Flutie?
threw that touchdown.
Oh.
This is winter of 83, 84 maybe. And I saw her at a bar, dog. This, and they called Lori the Jack. Remember that song, The Jack?
No.
The Jack by AC/DC. She's got the Jack. She's got the Jack. She has something like a disease.
Why do I not
This
remember
chick didn't have the Jack. She just didn't have the wet pussy. So they called
wasn't wet?
No, they called it Fairview, New Jersey, because it was a dry hump. These motherfuckers are savages. They will give you nicknames for everything in Jersey, you know. And I saw her out, man, and I don't know what the fuck happened. We started doing blow. She was a babysitter for this family, Louis Donato. The guy was a freak. We went over to their house, and I saw a deposit bag from the bar, and I robbed it, and we got more blow. And we ended up in a hotel room doing pound, and she's like, guess what color my underwear? I'll never forget that. She's like, if you guess the color of my underwear, I'll take them off. I'm like, red. She's like, they're green, but fuck it, take them off. And I saw her on Facebook, and I'm like, do you remember what happened that night? She's like, no. I go, you don't want to fucking know. You wouldn't be here right now. You'd be fucking killing yourself.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Disgusting. All that shit's disgusting. Disgusting. You know, with all this transgender talk, I was telling these motherfuckers on stage the night that that chick showed us a pussy in Las Vegas. That was a
remember
transgender.
that? Do you remember what you called it?
What did I call it?
Said it looked like a bat with its
my
mouth
God.
open.
It did.
I
It
never
was
forgot
tight.
that
The
explanation.
skin was tight, and it looked like somebody put a bore in it where the dick hole was and cleaned it out.
Do you remember when Doug and I were doing the Man Show and we had that really beautiful? We had two of them that were really beautiful that were transgender. You remember? The one of them that was pre-op, and she showed his dick her dick rather to the audience. She showed his dick. That's what I just said. But it's hard to say her dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was treating her correctly by calling her a she. Then I got to the dick. I'm like, she showed his dick. But she was beautiful, so beautiful that she was walking up the hill, driving up the hill. You know, over by it used to be the Hyatt next to the Comedy Store, right? She was driving up that hill, and Eddie Bravo and I were coming down the hill. We were walking, and she was coming up, and Eddie looked at her. He goes, "God damn!" Like, and I go, "Oh, that's my friend." I go, "She used to be a dude." And he goes, "You know her? Are you sure? Are you fucking with me? You're fucking with me." I go, No. She was definitely used to be a dude. And then, you know, she said hi, and I said, "Hey, what's up? How you doing? Everything good?" Blah, blah, blah. We talked. And then we went down there. Eddie goes, "Oh, my God. I can't believe that used to be a guy. I can't believe it." He goes, "Now I'm so confused. Now I don't know. I thought I would be able to tell. I thought Toby would be able to spot one." I'm like, "You can't spot her. And she has a dick. She's as girly as it gets."
Oh, my God. We should pitch that show.
What?
Get a transgender set like normal guys up with them on a date and see if they guess it.
No,
See
the
what the
guys would get
reaction is the
violent.
next day.
Guys would get violent.
That's how Jenny Jones got canceled from TV. Don't you remember?
By how?
Jenny Jones had an episode where it was like My Secret Crush, and the guy had a secret crush on this dude that he worked with. And the dude that he worked with had no idea what the fuck was going on. He was on the show, and we're here to tell you that someone has a secret crush on you. And the guy gets out, "It's me. I always wanted to suck your dick." You know, he got out there, and he was like really flamboyant. And the guy got angry, went over to his house and shot him.
Yeah.
Fucking killed him. And they just went, Boink. They pulled the plug on
Nah,
that show.
but we won't do it
That
like
show
that.
doesn't
We'll
exist
give
anymore.
them a chick that's already had the operation.
That's not. It
Still.
doesn't matter,
Okay,
man.
And after they fucking suck, then you break it to them like with a guard there.
With
like
a guard there.
Like a guy comes out with a gun.
No, they did it after the show was over. The guy went to his house and killed him.
I know.
He killed him like a couple days later.
yeah.
But that's fine. Listen.
But that's fine.
After
When
have
you
guard
fuck
dicks
a
for
dude
life.
and somebody tells you ain't leaving the house for a week.
Dog, this is what you do. You film all the episodes in 2 days. So if they die, they die. Fuck, you already made your vig. You got a fucking 100 episodes in the can. Fuck him. He's probably going to kill people
That's
anyway.
it. No, after they fuck, you sit them down and go, "How was your date?" "It was great. I've never been with a woman so magical." "What did we tell you if Diane was really Dick the Jick?" And he used to sling dick back in the 80s on the Sunset Strip. and the guy just frees. I mean, what could you do? Like,
He's gonna kill somebody. You're gonna get the wrong guy.
What would
They're
you
gonna
do?
kill somebody.
Yeah, what if it happened to you? What would you do?
depends how good the pussy was. You know what I'm saying? The pussy was good. Fuck it. You know. Then he was really a woman all along.
Here's the
He was
deal.
meant to give out that monkey.
Here's the total rub. Okay, this is the 100%. Dudes are willing to accept artificially enhanced breasts, right? No problem. I mean, some guys don't prefer them, but they're willing to accept artificially enhanced breasts. So breasts that change your body and they turn your body into something that's more womanly or more, for whatever reason, it activates that part of your lizard brain that sees the big fleshy tits and thinks that this girl will be able to take care of my babies well. She's very fertile. These are good genes. That's the same gene that gives you the big ass, like the big ass and the big tits, like that sparks. There's like a flame. It's not just a matter of someone giving you affection. It's a matter of someone giving you affection in a very specific shape that rings in your brain. Well, if they can do that and do that absolutely perfectly, and they will be able to eventually if they can't already right now, and turn a guy into the exact shape of a woman that's hot as fuck. At the end of the day, you can search around for some fucking hidden Cracker Jack toy. You can lift her up and look around and try to figure out, okay, I guess, is this a woman? I guess it looks exactly like a woman. It feels like a woman. It talks like a woman. God damn it, is it a woman? And you'll eventually decide that it's a woman because your brain processes that as female. Your brain processes the words as female, the shape as female. And if someone could figure out how to do it just perfectly, like genetically, they figured out how to go in there and fucking tweak this shit, they're close to doing crazy shit like that. You saw that thing that Rhonda Patrick tweeted that I retweeted about the pigs? Look what they're doing to pigs, man. They figured out a way to delete a gene in pigs, and they come out like Incredible Hulk pigs. Oh, wow. She put up a photo of it today. They're doing all kinds of weird shit with genetics, and they're already doing this on people, she says, in China. She's coming on the podcast soon to talk to me about it. I can't wait to talk about it, but look at these fucking pigs, man. This is crazy.
Wow. They're
Hulk pigs. Look at the ass on that pig. It's like a bull.
It's hot.
If you were in a pig butt, but you know what I'm saying? Like this is a new thing they're doing to the bodies of these animals. They're gonna be able to do that to people too, man. And they're gonna be able to turn a man into a woman, like perfectly. They'll be able to literally get in there and dig around, switch this, turn that off, and turn this on, and you're a woman. I mean, it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. I mean, I don't know if they're ever going to be able to turn a dick into a vagina without surgery, but I gotta imagine one day they will. One day they'll just be able to, you could go back and forth.
There's an app for it.
One day it's the government will have a switch. They'll just decide today we're going to be a girl day.
Yeah.
Today everyone is going to learn to be more sensitive to women because we're all going to be women, and just hit a switch. The entire city is a woman. And then that's when the Mongols invade, come over the hill, and they fuck everyone, including all the alpha males. They just get fucked like chicks. And here's a secret. They like it. They like it because they're chicks now.
Joe, do you have a tight pussy today? Yeah.
Today I do. It's got a replenishment. I got a new shot at the doctor. I went to the dentist. He cleaned my teeth and made my pussy tighter. He hooked me up. You're going to be able to do that at home with your own printer. You're going to be able to figure out how to print an artificial vagina that just like is way tighter. You're going to hit the right keys, Apple one click, and your vagina just going to go. You're going to have chips in your body that tell your body what to do. That's 100%. There's going to be artificial blood. That's 100%. Nanobots, those little, they're devising these tiny little itsy bitsy blood cell sized machines. This is what they're going to eventually have someday. That'll fight cancer. So if you have like a cancerous growth in your body, they'll be able to send these machines through your bloodstream to attack these sick areas of your body. I mean, we're going to see some fucking nutty shit in our day. And a man turning into a woman is like the least of the nutty shit. If we could stay alive, we could all in this room stay alive to 100, we're going to see some shit.
But he hasn't cut his dick off yet, Caitlin.
What weird? You say that like someone was questioning it. You were in the middle of a conversation in your own head, and you introduced it to us. And I said, but he hasn't cut his dick off yet.
Everybody's all
Nobody
excited.
brought him up.
Everybody's all excited, but he hasn't cut his dick off yet. So why is everybody jumping up and down for?
Well, because he is allowed to keep his penis and still be a woman, Joey.
No.
No?
It don't work that way.
Either you're in or you're out.
Yeah, it don't work that way. When he
can't
cuts his
half-step.
dick off, then
There's
come
no
see me.
half-stepping.
He's taking pictures. Everybody's jumping up and down. He still hasn't gone to the farm.
Yeah.
Once you go to the farm and cut that motherfucker off, then you come see Uncle Joey.
It's a true story.
Until then, once you go to the farm, then come back and see him. He hasn't gone yet. This is a trick by the wife. This is a trick. This is a fucking trick.
Ratings.
Something's going on. Something ain't
It's
right
not a
here.
trick. He got his face fixed.
All right,
Did you
that's
see
great.
the facial surgery?
So did
It's
Mickey
crazy.
Rourke. So did Mickey Rourke. So did fucking Stallone. Everybody got their face fixed.
Yeah,
now
but
what?
not like this. Like he went through feminization surgery where they like shortened his jaw and changed his lips and the whole deal. Have you seen the recent photos? Pull up the recent
that's
photos
great.
from Vanity
Mike
Fair.
across the street, Big Mike. He put a pussy in there, and he hasn't changed his jaw. And he's out there sucking dick 2 nights a week.
He put a pussy in there?
Yeah,
So he
there's
turned
two
his
of them
dick
across
into
the
a
street
pussy?
from me.
Has he
Mike,
showed it to you?
No, Big Mike is under construction still. I don't really talk.
Under construction.
Yeah, he puts the wig on. He's got a bald spot. He's got to put a wig over it. But his roommate Leslie did everything. She got the cheeks, the face.
So she
the
was a
snatch.
man?
Yes.
Okay. See, look at these photos. Like, look at these photos, like a close-up ones of the face, like right there. Like he had a shitload of things done.
Doesn't he seem like a high maintenance guy?
Oh yeah, he's crazy as fuck. Well, here's the thing, man. You know, when we were watching that interview, when he got interviewed by what was it, Diane Sawyer? Is that who it was that interviewed him? He was loving all the attention. He was loving it. He was loving the opportunity to talk about himself and talk about pull that image up. Jesus Christmas. I love how he's trying to hide those giant canoe feet.
Yeah, that's the
Get the
problem.
fuck out of here with those size 38 flippers.
He's almost got an upskirt thing going
Them
on.
fucking Munich feet. That motherfucker jumped in Munich and shit. Look at him.
It's very strange, man. I mean, that is a very feminine looking man or woman.
Joey, you want to hit
transition, I should say. You know, I mean, in transition, she's very feminine looking. Like what they've done to her face. If she really looked like that. So this is the thing. When you're looking at something like this has been through more fucking computers. I mean, more screens and filters, and we all know that. We all know about the difference between what someone would look like in real life and someone would look like in like a super well done photograph like that. It's a big difference. But hey, man, good for her. If that's what she wants to do now, same thing we were talking about before about gay marriage, good for her. If this is what she enjoys, I'm glad that she can be on the cover of a magazine and it could be a fun time for everybody, you know? When we were kids, this could have never happened.
No.
Never. It's weird, though, right?
And it did happen when we were kids. It happened because I watched the report, and when it happened in another country, and we just didn't know about it. It happened like in Germany or somewhere.
Really?
Somebody like in 1940, some American did it. There was no internet.
Right.
So we weren't very hip to it. You know, when I was in Seattle, a young comic, we had Rita. Rita had done the operation. Rita was a Japanese man that became a Japanese woman. But she died because, first off, she had a lot of psychological problems that came after the surgery. I loved Rita O. Rita O let me $400 for my first fucking headshot. I never forgot that, man. I paid her back and everything. Rita died because her head was too fucking big from being a man.
What?
So her balance was off. After the surgery,
What?
her balance is off. Rita
I
O.
love those commas.
Hey, how's that possible? What about Brad Williams?
It's like if Brad becomes a woman.
Oh,
His
okay.
head's going to be fucking ginormous, and his balance is going to be off from time to time. Something happened after they did the surgery to her, that her balance got taken off. She died because she suffered a fall at a disco and banged her head. Rita O was an open mic comic that used to run with us in Seattle. And she'd come out, she had the nails. I mean, nobody's going to fuck Rita O. Trust me. Nobody ever thought of fucking Rita O. Her hands were fucking horrid. It looked like Herman Munster hands. She had the nails, and she would get nachos. And then she'd go to get a drink, and we'd take her nachos, and she'd yell. She had a very feminine voice, like, yes, darling. But she'd look at us getting nachos, she'd go, put them down. It was fucking scary. and to make money, the government or the doctors gave her a certain amount of pills a month, and she became a pill addict because the pain from the surgery plus all the psychological and everything. Like she was raised in like the four. You know, when I met Rita in '95, Rita was 50 already. You know what I'm saying? So I was 20 something, maybe 30. So she was telling me that when she was growing up, her mother and father would beat her when she would tell them that she was really a woman.
Wow.
You know, like it was just too much abuse in her life. And then once she finally became a woman, there was so much baggage. You know, I mean, I remember doing blow with her, like, and talking to her, like, at the comedy club, and her telling me, you know, as creepy as it was, that, you know, she would have to go see a shrink 3 times a week still. And,
what was the big? Did she talk about what the big issue was? The transition? Was it a transition?
Transition, you know, but she ate a lot of pills. She did a lot of powder. She had tons of money. I don't know where she got the money from. I know she sold drugs. She even came down here to see me once when I was in LA at the Comedy Store, like in '99. And she died shortly after that. She fell off the stage and went into a coma and died. And we're joking around, and it was true. Her head was too big. There's a lot
Don't
of.
you think it had to do with her pills? The fact she's taking pills, isn't that more likely?
I've been in contact in my life with maybe 2 or 3 transgenders, man. You know, like on the streets when I was a kid in New York City or something. And something was always missing. Do you know what I'm saying? Even after they did the surgery, something's always not right, Joe Rogan. They just did something major. It's a major step. We're just throwing it around with these fucking idiots, and they're gonna start throwing it around like a tattoo. That's the part of it that I don't like. That now every time somebody feels feminine, they're gonna want to have this fucking surgery. Do you know what I'm saying? Like one day you feel confused or whatever. You know, this is the part of it I don't like. I get all this gender stuff, and I get it, man, that you're a woman, that you were born feeling this. But in today's society, we got too many sheep. We got too many weak souls out there, dog. You know, they still argue about, you know, it's not good. And those are the people I worry about. Those people that, you know, you ever go somewhere and you hear people talking, you know who's there just to try to be there. It's like, I'll never forget this. I went to a restaurant once in Santa Monica, and there was a guy behind me, and while I was eating, I said, nobody's this gay. Nobody could be this gay. This guy was not born like this. This, for this guy, is something that he does to be accepted. He doesn't even know what he's doing. In 6 years, he won't be gay no more. In 6 years, he'll have a wife and a kid living in Idaho, and he'll be a farmer. But he's just doing this to fit in. This is like,
Really?
I have a lot of that. I feel a lot of that with people today in our society. A lot. I feel people are not completely in.
There's some people for
There's
sure.
not people in. They're not in.
There's
and
some
they get that. And that's why I tell people, before you go in there, fucking think it over, whether it's hanging out with devil worshippers or hanging out with drug dealers or whatever the fuck you want to do, because once you're in, you're in. You're going to end up kidnapping somebody with a machine gun. Don't tell me what the fuck I know. I know when somebody's faking the funk. There's people that, when I was a kid, Jimmy Balzano, who was my brother, I knew he was gay. I knew he was slinging dick. But it took no fucking genius to tell you that my brother, I grew up in his house with his other 3 brothers. You couldn't tell he was gay. If he came to me today and said, I'm a transgender, I would hug him and go, dog, since the 8th grade, I could tell you were a dick sucker. I didn't have no doubts in my heart that you weren't going to suck dick, even though you were fucking girls in the neighborhood because you were so good looking. You know what I'm saying? You grew up with people that you look at and go, ugh. Sometimes you go to the store and you see people that you go, it's like when you see Eddie Murphy in person, you're like, this guy could be a fucking go-go dancer on the weekends. When you see Eddie Murphy, I always said Eddie Murphy should win an Academy Award because when he's in a movie, he's a man of many men. When you see Eddie Murphy in person, you're like, the rumors could be true. There's something about him. And I ain't mad at Eddie. I'm one of his biggest fans. I'm just telling the truth that as a man, you're around other fucking men and you know who ain't right. You know who you might be able to talk into sucking a dick at 3 a.m. We all have that person. Now we go home. We love that person. We accept that person. But you know, one night, if you have a pill and a Quaalude, you might be able to talk this guy.
There's certain
It's like the
guys
creepy
that'll
guy
do
in
anything.
Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
You knew there's people like that they walk around. You know they'll suck a dick if they had to, if they got into a tight spot one night. Okay? And that night in Hollywood, I felt bad about what I was thinking. I felt this guy was just doing it so he could bowl with these guys on Tuesday nights. 20 years ago, what am I, the only retard in the room? Anne Heche went lesbian, did she not? Did she not? She was dating fucking Ellen. You're an Ellen fan.
Well, she
Did
wanted to
not?
become famous.
Right, so she became a lesbian and she
a
did
good way
Donnie
to become
Brasco.
famous.
And now, what has she got? Look
She's
her
got
up
kids.
now. Okay, then.
Husband.
So
Gets dick.
I think a lot of people move
No
to Hollywood
movies.
or in society, and just to fit in, they'll do shit. They'll do shit. And then they realize, well, this is where I fucking got. They do it, man. We live in a sheep fucking society today. We're all trying to be the same person. If you look around, we're all looking the same. When you go to Silver Lake and do Malo, and you get on stage, look at the people, and 80% of people look the same. They all got the same fucking glasses, the same tight jeans, the same tattoo of the Chinese sign. Everybody wants to be the fucking same here. Everybody's thinking the same. You wake up in the morning, walk into a studio for an audition. What does everybody have in front of them? A cup of what?
Coffee.
Starbucks. And if you ain't got Starbucks, you ain't invited to the fucking party.
Really?
You see Starbucks raise their prices 20% again?
Did they really?
How much more are you going to pay for coffee?
They got you hooked.
They got you hooked.
They want that money.
It's not coffee. Everybody got coffee. It's the status of going to Starbucks. Oh my God.
Is it really?
No, it's
Yes. It's status. Oh my God. How many times you see
Wait,
a
who's
picture?
impressed that you go to Starbucks over the coffee? I go to Coffee Bean. They have better croissants.
It doesn't matter. You know
better
what I'm
muffins,
saying?
too.
Yeah, but
Muffins
In
are
today's
much higher
society,
quality.
when we were growing up in Boston or Denver, you lived at your grandfather's in Newark, people would have a little fucking blue cup that said coffee. And
Yeah.
you went to a diner and you said, give me, what was it called?
Do you remember they used to have the Greek stuff?
Right.
Like little Greek guys
What's
on
it
the
called?
cups?
What's it called? The coffee medium? How did you order
guys.
coffee?
Regular.
When we yeah, regular. What's regular?
Regular
Milk
cream and sugar.
and 2 coffees, right?
Yeah. And 2
Regular.
sugars.
Now look what we have, but we didn't carry the coffee cups like a Budweiser. It's like when you go out at night, you take a picture with somebody. What do they always got in their hand? Put the fucking beer down. But nobody could put the beer down. God forbid they don't party out. God forbid they don't party.
Party out? What does that mean?
Let's put the butt so they can tell I'm drinking. What the fuck? Put the beer down, you fuck. Same thing with coffee in our society. Everybody wants to fucking be cool and drink that fucking coffee.
Have you ever had someone look at your cup and go, what is that, fucking Coffee Bean? What, you can't afford Starbucks, bro?
Yo, step up to the
No,
Starbucks.
but why would you wait
Dunkin'
on
Donuts, bro?
Why would you
Really?
wait on that line when 7-Eleven got the same fucking coffee?
No, it doesn't.
No, it
It's that
doesn't.
same. Listen, that Brazilian bold will keep you up for 3 days. That's what ISIS drinks. Don't tell me my fucking business. We think ISIS drinks fucking cake coffee? Fuck you. They drink fucking Brazil. You ever drink Brazilian? You ever drink Brazilian bold from fucking Dunkin' Donuts? Fuck you. Fuck you.
that's Dunkin' Donuts.
Fuck everybody. Fuck all you dumb motherfuckers that pay $8. Look at me. Antibiotics and anti-fungus. Go to Dunkin' Donuts and get that Brazilian fucking bold and come back and see me. That's liquid fucking meth. Get the fuck out of here.
Dunkin' Donuts, I agree with.
Shit.
But not
I
7-Eleven.
don't even like Dunkin' Donuts because the
But that's not
coffee's too
7-Eleven.
hot. No. At 7-Eleven, the old Brazilian bold. Now they got it all fucked up. I don't go for Dunkin' Donuts no more.
Dunkin' Donuts you go
got
for. You
one.
don't go for 7-Eleven.
No, the Dunkin' Donuts in Encino. By the time I drive there, I'll crash the fucking car. So I either make the crook at the fucking house. I make the crook at the house. Why do you think I leave
I tell you about the Keurig K-Cups, right?
Why do you think I
Jamie,
leave? Yeah.
young Jamie, get the man a Keurig K-Cup,
Why
please.
do you think-
We have them still, right?
Why,
Okay, yeah, I got more in the
Pete,
car.
Why do
Remember,
you think I leave the comedy store so fast every night? Because I got to catch my Starbucks by midnight. Or I turn into a pumpkin.
You drinking at midnight?
Oh my God! I drink a flat white, a small one at midnight.
So you go right down the street to the one that's near
that one closes
Carney's?
at 8.
Magnolia?
It does?
No, Magnolia. and Riverside.
It's open till 12 o'clock.
Midnight, and the drive-in is open till midnight. I got up this morning at 4:15. I got nothing to do. I shoot right to the drive-in's open at 4:30.
You know, one of the things that I would do when I was writing is I'd make a fucking pot of coffee at night. Like, it could be like midnight. I start writing and I'll make a pot of coffee. That's when I know I'm there to work. I'm going to, big fucking French press.
You said you got the white chocolate mocha?
No. I get the flat white. I don't drink no
What's flat white?
white chocolate mocha.
You got to get out of here, right?
No. I'm cool. We
don't?
got 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
I love the flat white from. It's like a fake cafe con leche. I'll drink a small. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm home, I'll corrupt that motherfucker. I'll do a double Bustelo. They got
You
the
can
Cuban
sleep
coffee.
right after that, though, right?
Like, no, I did cocaine for 30. A cup of coffee don't do nothing to Uncle Joey. That's a double Bustelo.
You know what? I think I have ADD or some shit. Because sometimes I'll have a cup of coffee and I'll get sleepy.
Yeah, I do.
Me too. Me too. This
What
does
goes up
nothing to
must
me.
come down.
Yeah.
What goes up must come down. It's the dumbest.
What goes up
Must come down.
must come down.
Dun, dun, dun. Spinning wheel. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Turn your mother on the riverside. Dun, dun, a painted pony. Let the diggy diggy ding. You got no money and you got no home. Spinning wheel.
Oh,
all
yeah.
alone. That's Chicago, isn't it?
I don't
That's a
remember.
good
Who the
fucking
fuck-
jam.
No, I don't think it's. Is it Chicago? Maybe. God damn, I don't know. Is it?
Three Dog Night, Chicago. It's got to be
One of those fuckers. Spinning wheel song.
Did you guys listen to the new Apple Music radio station?
No.
It's interesting. 'Cause it's
Spinning wheel.
The fucking dude on KTLA said to stay away from it. So
Blood,
Yeah.
sweat, and tears, Joey.
blood,
course
sweat,
it
and
will.
tear. Yep.
Yeah, blood, sweat, and tears. That's crazy.
Are you fucking kidding me? You want to really put a fucking jam on, dog?
What?
And you got to put the video on so I can show you motherfuckers. In the book by Aerosmith, he describes when he met his daughter for the first time at a concert. He was on stage, and
His daughter?
Yeah, the chick that's in Armageddon.
He
Steven
met her for
Tyler.
the first
You didn't
time?
know that, dog?
No.
She didn't know who her father was. It was between Todd
Rundgren?
Glass. No, Todd Rundgren. It was between Todd Rundgren and
Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler. And then her mother took her to see Aerosmith. She goes, "That's my dad." Put up Todd Rundgren. Hello, it's me. Listen to this jam, Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
When was the
Whoa,
last
look at
time
you.
you heard this?
I haven't heard this in forever.
Listen to
I
that.
don't even know how it goes.
Oh, my God. This is when singing. This is when you had to have a voice, dog.
Is this going to not kick you off of YouTube and all
Is it
that?
going to take us off YouTube?
No.
They don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't like
Listen to this.
We'll see what
Don't- just
happens.
don't
We
put
might
the
have to
video.
edit this.
Do the Kids Bop
Don't put the
version.
video. It's
No.
a lot of work for this guy. It's not that simple.
We got to see the
Here
video,
we go.
see what he looks like.
This is him? This is suicide music.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
This is a bad
Stop
jam.
it now.
dog. This is a bad jam. This is Ty Rock. This is tremendous.
Yeah. This is one of those songs you listen to over your grandmother's house. Got to get outside. Go for a
Wow,
walk.
this is a bad jam, Joe.
I got to get out of the house.
This guy's a fucking
Everyone's like,
tremendous
it's
dude.
snowing out. I don't care.
I got to get.
I got to walk. Look at him. He's dressed like an eagle. Thinks
Oh,
he's
this-
a bird.
You had to see this.
Where's that
fucking
guy now? I always wonder what happens to these guys. Guys that are like rock stars and then they just stop. They just stop. Like, what a
No, I
strange...
guarantee this guy had so much talent. This guy wrote for people. He gets
Right.
he gets residuals from all this dough on the radio. You know, with all this classic rock and all these serious and the same money we get from, what's that check? Who sends us a check once a quarter for our shit on the radio? They get.
Mm-hmm.
And in Boulder, I used to be friends with a guy that was a radio police. Okay, he was the radio police. And what he did was he made sure that you got paid for your stuff.
The radio police.
He worked for the radio police in
Did he
Denver.
have a badge?
No, he didn't have a dad. He was a white dude. Nice guy. I met
Try
him
that.
at the car wash. What's in here?
Keurig K-Cups. Hash oil. Marijuana. In a K-Cup form.
I gotta put some sugar in this motherfucker.
No, you don't. You
Yeah, I
don't.
don't like
It's
it.
sweet
Yeah.
enough. The universe,
I don't like it like
the
that.
experience is very sweet.
No, what we talking
empty.
about? Who the fuck knows?
Stevia is empty.
Have you tried the liquid stevia?
Stuff. We got more of it?
I got sugar.
Oh, we got sugar for you.
Yeah, I'll take some sugar in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Liquid stevia?
Yeah.
That's dangerous. It's like an
It's
eyedropper.
Yeah, it's like an.
Blip, blip.
Just do like a 1 or 2 drops.
It's so strong. Stevia could really fuck up a drink if you're not paying attention.
Hello, it's me.
Yeah. Well, you know,
The fuck?
what's he going to do? There you go.
What's this?
Sugar, bitch.
I'm Cuban. I got a sweet tooth. You're gonna give me 2 packets like I got diabetes.
How many packets do you use?
Fucking 18.
Raw sugar.
How many? It's a half a cup of coffee. How many sugars would you put in there normally?
I don't fucking know.
Raw sugar's kind of.
What would you do if I wasn't
put
here?
that stevia shit in there.
No, it's broken.
No, the other shit. That's what I use. I use the sweetness that your boy sent me.
Stevia.
Yeah, whatever
Yeah.
the fuck he sent me. I
Yeah.
don't use sugar at all.
But yet you're using 4.
Who gives a fuck? I'm with you guys. I'm partying with you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
We are partying. Once you drink that,
Bro, I got
you
a
gotta be
half
on
a
this
brownie
table
in
doing
me.
fucking
I
warm-
got a hat. Listen, I did my first morning joint at 9 a.m. this morning.
Did you?
Where the fuck you been?
Oh, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Talk to me,
Your
bro.
Periscope show. Your
Scoop.
Periscope show. Where's the stirrers for Joey? We got a stir.
I'm good. I'm good. This
You got
tastes like dick. You know that? This tastes like fucking dick. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's not supposed to be good. It's
It tastes
supposed
like
to be good in
THC dick. Look,
effects.
when I drink a Star, it's fucking good. It's Jello.
Drink that.
This is dick.
No. Stop.
It tastes like a guy that smoked pot all night. You suck his dick. This is what comes out of his dick. This
asparagus.
THC coffee.
He ate
Without the
asparagus salad and
asparagus and
smoked
shit.
weed.
Hello, it's me. What's the story?
Your Periscope show. You, every morning you're doing the joint.
morning.
What is it? Say it again.
It's
Tell me.
called the morning joint with Uncle Joey. I do it about 5 after 8 if the baby lets me go
5
outside.
after 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
You stand outside for like a couple minutes and
I
just do
smoke
Periscope.
3-4 bowls, 2 different weeds, maybe a little hashish. And I wake the people up. I give some motivational terms. I tell the people to grab their dick. Like today, the saying of the day was either they're going to suck your dick or they're going to suck your dick. Either way, you win. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's really clever. Did you
Sure.
write that out?
Sure. And Confucius says either you're going to suck my dick today or you suck my dick tomorrow. But you're going to suck my dick somewhere along the line.
A lot of dick sucking going on.
Dog, that's how you have to leave the house in the morning. When I leave the house, I'm scared. I got to fucking get myself fired up in the shower and let people know that when I'm going out there, somebody's going to suck your dick today, whether they want it or not.
Joey,
That's what you're scared of?
No, I'm scared of fucking.
Here it
There
is.
you go.
Play some of this.
Joey, do you ever have them delete any of your stuff?
No,
or any-
I don't
Crank it
know.
up.
I don't know nothing about Periscope. I just do them and I fucking move on with my life. Beautiful day to be alive. The cloud is out. Who gives a fuck? You're showing up with some mad motherfucking sunshine in your heart and in your ball sack. You understand? Like the man said, they got 2 options today: to suck your dick or to suck your dick. That's their option. So who gives a fuck?
This is how you
Let's
wake
get
up.
this party.
All right.
Joey, what's up with the chitter chatter? You know, we've been waiting for 20 fucking minutes. Now you want to show up a day late and $1 fucking short. Let's get this fucking party started. We're gonna open up today with the zombie weed. By the way, you know me.
Okay, I know exactly what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm setting my alarm clock, and I'm going to be a part of this.
I usually watch you right when I'm going to bed. You do it really early sometimes.
Sometimes.
You know what I'm going to do, man? I want to get one of those iPhone things for the car. You
I have
know?
one, yeah.
You got one that
It's
like,
illegal, by the
mounts?
way.
Look at Grace
it's a Periscope
Gundrum,
while you're
10 Planet.
driving?
It's illegal to do it on have a windshield mount in California.
Windshield.
Windshield
Because
mount.
it's in front of you.
Or anything on your windshield. So you
no,
can
but
do
you don't on the windshield. You do it on the
Yeah.
dash, right?
Well, no, you could do it like on the vents. They have the ones that
Right.
snap into vents and crap like that.
Oh, but it's not illegal to Periscope while you're driving.
I think it is. I definitely think it is.
Really?
Yeah, because you're kind of not paying attention to the road.
But you are if you just turn it on while you're driving.
Yeah, that I don't-
if you're parked, you turn it on and you go, okay, it's on. Here we go.
Yeah.
We're going to work.
I think
don't
that's
think they can
fine.
stop you
I
from
think
doing
that's
that.
fine,
because
yeah.
you could drive like that with GoPros because that's how those shows get made.
Yeah.
Like Drive, that Drive channel on YouTube. I was with those guys. That Matt Farah dude, he's got all these GoPros inside of his car, so you could definitely do that.
I drive all the time, but I delete them right after though. It's just
Why?
like
'Cause
I don't
you drive
know.
like chaos.
Look at this
Look
cloud.
at this.
Look at this cloud and shit. Bam!
That's like the fucking forest fire. They're fighting in Big Bear right now.
Be on Rogan today.
They,
12:30, 1 o'clock.
they deleted one of my periscopes.
Why?
Because I have this thing where I eat shitty food in the shower and like review it. And I was doing Taco Bell, like I had like a Nacho Bell Grande, and I was just drinking all the water and like a soup. I got
Why
some
did they delete it?
because it was too gross. I think.
What the fuck? You're eating food.
I know. But
Well, why are they censoring?
I think they might. I don't know why, but it was available for like an hour, and then they just pulled it. And I don't know if it was.
I heard that people were upset at you that you're wasting water.
It's a 6-minute shower, and I'm taking a real shower while I'm eating.
Yeah, but you're. I'm not defending or attacking you. But
Right.
people were upset that you were wasting water.
Well, I understand those complaints, but when I do a shower scope, I try not to shower for 4 days straight. So it's
Can't argue with that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
So
How many minutes
get
shower?
off your fucking high horse.
How many minutes shower can I take? What's the
5
rule
minutes.
now?
You're supposed to
I
take
don't know.
5 minutes
Well,
a day.
who fucking shuts down the golf course? And when's that happening? Because until then, fuck yourself. Because they're using millions of gallons of water. Until you're shutting down the golf course, fuck off.
Well,
Because
that's
that's 100% for entertainment. 100%. He's at least taking a combinatory effort of entertainment and a shower.
I take 2,
After
3
8 p.m.
showers a day, and I take my time. I get the loofah.
Nice.
I got the asshole
you got
loofah. I
the,
got
you got the loofah with the stick? That's the way to go.
I made an asshole loofah, dog. A little one
made
with
it?
a little loofah with a Q-tip, just
What?
to wash the barnacles around the muffler. Sure,
No.
shit
No.
develops
It'll
there.
get stuck in there, and you won't even know it's in
No,
there.
I did the colonoscopy. I looked at my ass. I didn't want to go in there with a dirty asshole.
Just use a shower
When are you going in
toothbrush.
for your colonoscopy, dog? Pretty soon, cocksucker.
I've had a finger in my butt.
No, not the finger. When they stick the camera in there and look around.
Doctor had to check around. They got to look around.
How
It's
bad
very
is that?
uncomfortable.
Oh, very uncomfortable.
Yeah, they
you don't
they
even make eye contact.
probe,
When he's
look around your asshole.
fucking
Oh, yeah, I know
horrible.
that.
Yeah, I'm avoiding shoulder surgery. I've got some small tears in my labrum. So I've been going through Regenikine and physical therapy and all this different shit for it. It's my latest health issue. It's fascinating shit to feel your joints giving out and to realize, this might have to get fixed. I'm going to have to get this one fixed. It's not quite at the point where I got to get it fixed. Like, I think I could rejuvenate it to the point. Like, it's weird because it's still strong, but it just gets sore after I use it. And there's apparently some bone chips in there from jiu-jitsu.
My
From,
knee hurts, but what am I going to do?
Americanas.
Who am I going to cry to? What am I
Your
gonna
knee
do?
hurts?
Again, the one I just had surgery.
You should look into that Regenikine shit.
What's Regenikine?
Regenikine is the blood spinning procedure. They take your blood out. It's what like Kobe Bryant, all these guys used to go to Germany for. Now they have a place in Santa Monica. And it just is massive.
How much blood they got to take
anti-inflammatories.
out?
They take out some blood.
That's when we have a problem.
They take out some blood.
You got a tube. Whatever
Yeah.
a tube is, you got a tube.
No, they got a few tubes.
No,
they
then we
need,
can't
and they're
do
big
it,
tubes
'cause
too.
No.
They're taking 2 big tubes
When
and
they
a
get
couple
that
small
fucking,
tubes.
They get that bass drum air fucking compressor, and they fucking bang that out of your blood. Fuck you. That's why I didn't go to the thing, the Salvation Army. They went 16 ounces of blood. Are you kidding me?
They got
How
all
faint-
of your blood. They got to go, what have you been doing?
No, I tried. You know what, bro? I try to give blood once a month. I
His
go to the
blood
doctor.
smells like weed.
I go to the doctor with some fake fucking excuse because people. That's why women don't get heart attacks because they bleed once a month. So
What?
yeah, that's why.
the fuck
Because
you
they
talking
bleed once a
about?
month. They change up their fucking blood. You make new fucking blood. That's why women don't get heart attacks because every month they need iron to make new fucking blood. But we don't bleed like women, so that's why it's good when
Speak
men
for
go
yourself.
get blood
So
because
is
then
that-
your body rejuvenates new fucking blood, even if it's 4 fucking ounces. What do you think you're dealing with?
Is that what's true? Then dudes who did coke would bleed more out of their noses, so they would probably live longer.
What are you talking about? I'm telling you right now that the reason women don't die as many heart attacks as men is because they don't bleed out the fucking monkey.
I
once a
think
month.
the reason why they probably don't die as much because they don't date as many women.
So if you're over 40, go give blood once a month. Just a couple tubes so your body starts from scratch. I'm telling you, Joe Rogan. What do you
true.
think?
I think when women are not dating women, it saves a lot of stress.
It's a good point. And I think with this gay marriage thing, you're going to see a rise in heart attacks from women.
Lesbian heart
Lesbian
attacks.
heart
Once they get the bill from the lawyer, the alimony. What? Fucking hell. Bitch, get a job. I'm not your mother. I didn't give birth to you. You didn't have fucking kids with me. God damn it. Melissa Etheridge was really funny when she was talking about that. She gives alimony to 2 different chicks. I go, what happened? She goes, bitches are crazy.
Melissa Etheridge got 2
gangster.
child supports.
Melissa Etheridge is a badass bitch. She's a badass
Battlefield
bitch.
lady.
I say that with all due respect. I call you a badass bitch. Like I call anybody I love a badass bitch. Look at you, badass bitch. That's 100% respectful.
Where you at this weekend, dog? You at the theater?
Just the Ka Theater at the MGM with Tommy Segura and Tony Hinchcliffe in Vegas
I'm
the
gonna
night
miss
before
you.
the big fights.
I'm going to miss you guys.
I'm gonna miss you too. Where you at?
I'm at the Atlanta Improv.
Ooh, I heard that's a good spot.
Nice spot. Brian Callen's the king.
He's a king there.
Yep, that's the word on the
They
street.
don't have the punchline anymore, but they did a punchline comedy night at a fucking backyard the other day. They had some gated community. They have some crazy community in somewhere outside of Atlanta. It's like one of those engineered communities. And they have all these recreations, and it's a gated community. But they had this the punchline had a punchline comedy night, and all these people are sitting outside. and they decided to have a comedy night at their.
Did you say the Punchline's not open anymore?
It's not open
What
anymore.
what they did to the building, or what
I
happened?
think they lost their lease.
Oh my God.
I'm assuming, but they've been there forever. Or they might have decided it doesn't make sense to keep the lease. I don't know exactly what happened.
Yeah,
But they're looking for another spot.
That green room sucked anyway.
No, it was kind of cool. That was the green room that had a little sign on the wall that said "Quit trying to be Hicks."
Yeah.
That was
But
on
you also
my,
got trapped there, like, because you had the only way to enter or exit the green room was walking through the whole entire audience.
That's also the green room where Seth Petrozelli fought Kimbo Slice, and I called the fight like right before it happened, like because Ken Shamrock got injured warming up for the first fight, and then all of a sudden instead of Ken, Kimbo Slice had to fight Seth Petrozelli, and I went, what? And as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh my God, Seth Petrozelli's gonna fuck him up. Like, this is a terrible fight for him. Petrozelli's a bad motherfucker. So I watched that. I was like, this is a terrible matchup. And everybody's like, you're crazy. Kimbo's a world beater. I'm like, dude, you wait till you see what happens here. And it happened within like 8 seconds. Just as soon as the fight started, Petrozelli knocks him out. And I go, see, I called it. Seth Petrozelli's a bad motherfucker. But I was like, if I didn't call it, you would never see this. We would hide this. It was a crazy little green room, man. That was a good little spot.
Yeah, I mean, just walking to it sucked. I wish there was a
Sucked.
back door or something to it.
Yeah, walking sucked, but that was part of the fun of that club. It was kind of wonky.
Yeah.
You know, there's that weird wonky upstairs. Remember?
Yeah.
It's that weird spot. You have to show it. With that manly beard. God damn it! I need to grow another beard.
I always die the slow death at that club.
What's that?
I always die the slow.
You wouldn't now. Guarantee you, people know what the fuck you're doing. When I used to bring you there, people didn't know what to make of you.
Oh my God!
They were so confused.
They fucking hated me there.
Well, you were in this position back then where either they got it or they didn't.
No, but I wasn't working hard then either. I was going up there coked up, like from the night before, not even feeling it. You know, when you have coke in your blood from the night before, dog.
Does it depress you the next day?
No, it wasn't the depression. It's like, you know, you got high. Like, I would get high like Mondays, Wednesdays, and then the fucking weekend was coming. You got to warm up, you know. And the first night, you'd have like a good show. Thursday night, I'd have a good show. But then I got a hold of that shit. And then Friday was rough. And then Saturday was even rougher because you're more discommunicated. You're more disconnected is the word. So I would go up there, die, and then have to see those people. And I fucking hated them, and they hated me. You know, it was...
So for the longest time for you, that cocaine was a real anchor around your neck.
30 fucking years. I was telling my wife this morning, the whole 90s. You figure the whole 90s.
How'd you kick it?
How'd I kick it?
Yeah.
I told you, I just kicked it. I don't fucking know. I just didn't want, listen, bro, like I told you, I have a fucking revenge gene. Okay? You'd rather fucking get 10 dicks up your ass than have somebody come to you and say Joey Diaz died from an overdose. I was not going to let that happen. I was not going to let people come up to you and go, see, I told you. And I definitely didn't want my wife to find me on the floor. Listen, you could find me on the floor. Red Band could never handle it. Red Band would never be the same again if he found me on the floor. Never. Red Band would fucking... God, because he doesn't have that DNA. Neither does this poor guy. You do. You could find anybody on the floor. It'd be tough for you to deal.
I don't know what to think about that.
It'd be tough for you to deal. You're a strong, you know what I'm saying? You would put it in perspective a lot quicker than Red Band could. Red Band would take 2 years.
Talking about him like he's not right there.
No,
Start
I'm not
smoking
saying,
again.
I'm not saying something bad about Red Band. Red Band's got a great soul. When I first met Red Band, I would talk. This kid would leave the room. He didn't know what to make of me.
The Columbus days.
Yeah, you know,
When I first-
he didn't know. So what I'm saying is there's some people who could find a guy on the floor and live with it, and there's some people who can't digest it. They can't. I didn't want two things. I didn't want Terry finding me on the floor. I definitely didn't want to die in a hotel room on the fucking road.
Right.
And that was my main playground. You know what that embarrassing that is?
Yeah.
They gotta go get you in a hotel room naked.
That's what happened to John
with
Panette.
jerk off juice on your leg.
Hopefully.
And some chick who
Imagine.
left at 3 a.m. and then people gonna say, I told you, Joe Rogan. That was never gonna happen in my lifestyle. In my lifetime, that was not gonna happen. I was not gonna OD from coke. I couldn't give them the satisfaction even after the fucking fact. That's how deep my revenge gene runs.
Wow, that's hilarious.
So
you got clean because you wanted to get back at the people that would have been happy if you died.
oh please, would have been happy if I died from that. They would have loved to look at you in the face and go, I told you so. There's people that live for that shit. That once they have an opinion, they live by
Let
it.
me tell you something though. I've said I told you so a shitload of times now. I get to say I told you so now. I get to say I told you so to a lot of fucking agents. I had some stupid conversations with people back in the day.
Stupid.
Where they were trying to tell me you weren't talented,
Stupid.
you weren't funny. I'm like, you need to shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, man, when you're on any drug, you get stuck in that emotional state where you started that drug, where that drug really became something else for you. Listen, when I leave now and I go to the pharmacist and I get Anavar, it starts off great. I eat one Anavar 3 times a day.
What's an Anavar?
Anavar is a steroid, a light steroid to get the burn victims.
Oh, okay, I've heard of that.
Okay, but once I start seeing that thing, then it becomes something else. When chicks start coming up to me and going, Joey, we love your arms and we love your back, it becomes an emotional thing.
Okay.
So now I'm shooting Decker. Now I'm chasing that dragon, that feeling. Well, when you do a fucking line of coke because you're an emotional fucking wreck. Okay, when you do it, you don't even know it at times. You become an emotional wreck from any drug, those pills. So for me, I got stuck emotionally. The anger was stuck in me. You can't move forward. We've had this discussion. You can't move forward.
Well, you've always said that it shuts off your soul.
Sure it does. Sure it
that's
does.
the way you described it. It was like you just became a blank.
Sure it does.
Like you
I wasn't
have no
happy. I wasn't
connection.
sad. I wasn't mad. I wasn't any of the above. I had no emotions. You faked the funk in a way.
In those days, you still were Joey Diaz.
Oh, I could still throw some fucking heat if you caught me after 2 days, if I sat down with a notebook, but it wasn't.
Still, you still had a lot of talent. You know, there's still something about you that just, it was about you catching it. I remember one time we worked together at Rascals, the West Orange.
West Orange.
Yeah, Rascals in West Orange. And it was at the time where you made the transition. You know how Nicole or Caitlyn Jenner became, that was a transition. There was a transition where you went from Joey Diaz, the guy who wants to be a comedian, to Joey Diaz, a great comedian. And then I watched it happen. It happened really quickly. That was what was weird. It was like you had this period of time where you were real hit and miss. And if you went down, you went down hard, and you would go down. Sometimes you would bomb like multiple sets in a row, and it just wasn't clicking.
Wasn't clicking.
And then, boom, you hit on it and figured out what it was. And it almost like you released something, like you had like a demon inside you. You pulled it out and you released it, and then all of a sudden you were crushing. I remember, I think it was Tripoli and I were in the back by the back hallway, and it was like one of the times where you just really started crushing. And Tripoli was like, Joey Diaz is on another level. I go, yeah, man. Like, what the fuck? Like, you just caught it. You caught a wave, and all of a sudden you were surfing. And then from then on, you figured it out. It was crazy. Like, you went from being like a really funny guy off stage and an occasionally funny guy on stage, but often mediocre, to a monster, just monster. Like there was nights in the OR where you were destroying, and we were falling out of the backstage. We would leave, like laughing so hard, we would go down the back stairs out into the hallway, and there'd be like 2 or 3 guys slapping their leg, laughing.
I'd be dying on stage. I love that. Original room, listen, the original room brings something out of you.
We're out of time. We're out of time.
I love you, man.
I love
Thank
you too,
for having me out.
Always, anytime.
Great
it was
to see
fun
you, my
at
brother.
our 4th of July barbecue too.
Yeah, great to see you
Yuck.
too, Jamie. Yuck.
Yuck.
I'm gonna go home now and take a swimming. That's always a
Beautiful.
fucking blast.
His daughter just says yuck at everything. First time she met me, she goes yuck.
But then she kissed you.
She kissed me. And
She kissed you.
But she sees yuck to everything. Do you want to have some of this? Yuck. Like, but I showed her some ice cream, and she's like, "Oh, then that was our best friend."
Yes.
Then it was a vanilla ice cream, man. Joey Diaz, what is it? The Periscope? How do people get to it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Follow him on Twitter. It tweets it.
Yeah,
I
follow him on
always
Twitter.
put it up on Twitter.
And then
5
you do
minutes.
it. What time in the morning?
5 after 8.
5 after 8. You got to check that out. Get your day started off with that. Of course, Mad Flavor on Twitter. Red Band on Twitter. Shows coming up.
Next week in Toronto, and this week, Wednesday, Comedy Store with Steve-O.
Good, googly, moogly. All right, friends. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.